Domo, welcome everybody. Today we are resuming the Genshin impacts. I rolled back to an earlier version of OBS, so hopefully nothing blows up. We'll just have to pray and see, because I'm sick and tired of it crashing. God help me. Pray for a good stream. Oh, Domo Mega Godzilla, just in time. Hello, how you doing? So yeah, I'll show you guys how to get the shield achievement thing for this mini boss. I keep on a mini boss. Domo Will Stripe, welcome. Great question. I did part 1 yesterday, so I'm doing act 2 today. So that's why we're here. But like I said, before I start, I want to show you guys how to do the shield thing with this overworld boss. I keep saying mini boss, but it's a boss. Hi, Kitty. Kitty, he keeps wanting to go on my lap every time I start. My goodness. Alright, so it might take him a minute to do it, but basically, you gotta wait out him popping up his shit. He's gotta pop a squat, you know? Alright, Kitty, you can get on my lap. God. Yeah, this boss is pretty cool. I'm trying to see if I can get him to do his thing. Come on, I did have to sit and wait last time. I remember I did have to do that. Yeah, he will shit, indeed. There it is. Yeah, so he turns into this, and then basically the idea is you have to perform reactions that would be with Pyro. Kitty, I'm trying to impress the people. Stop it. Let's like give him a second. Blech. I'm firing my lasers.
As you wish, main Fräulein. One with nature.
You gotta finish the Fontaine? Yeah. It's like, you need to do Fontaine first. But yeah, once this thing's depleted, you'll get the achievement, and there you go. So really the trick is to just wait for him to pop it off, and then use whatever elemental reactions would work with the Pyro. And that's it. And then I could just finish him off right now. I could have finished him off sooner, but I wanted to show it for anyone that was like, how do I do this? So, you're welcome. Right, Kitty? Alright, so now we'll resume the thing. It's over there. What's really convenient is that the commission areas, there's 3 of them now. Yeah, I'm on my computer, obviously. The commission areas you can teleport to. You do have to do a quest for them. I haven't done the quest for them yet, but there's still teleporting points, so we can take advantage of that. Domo Cosmic, there you are. Yeah, as I said in the beginning of the stream, I rolled back to an older version of OBS, so I'm praying nothing goes horribly wrong. We can only hope. I'm glad you like my laugh. Everyone seems to like my laugh. That's my charm point, you know. Domar Ditto, welcome. How you doing? Just in time. We just got started.
The abyss kind of threw a wrench in our relaxation, though. Still, spending time here really has felt like
yeah, the real test will be if I disconnect. Hopefully I don't, but if I do, that'll be the real test.
Their bellies are super bouncy. Oh, and Atea's snacks were so delicious. She gave Paimon some for the road just this morning, actually.
What was she up to?
Yelling at some kids who got caught throwing
Machine
stones
Gun.
in
That's
the hot
another one to add to the
springs,
list.
so not
We
much
got
has changed
Peter
since we first
Griffin,
met her.
SpongeBob SquarePants, Hans, Machine Gun,
Hey, you guys.
Dying
Sleep
Car
well last
Engine.
night?
Yep, this area is so nice.
Glad you like it. I was thinking of taking you guys out to do some sea fishing. Later tonight, we can eat whatever we catch. Fresh fish is absolutely delicious right off the grill.
Fish.
Yeah? What do you need?
The team sent out to fight in the Night Warden Wars has returned.
And Kachina? Is she back as well?
Woody Woodpecker.
Kachina fell in
I have to do
battle.
a.
But don't worry, the team was victorious, so the Rite of Resurrection will be held in the stadium soon.
Yeah, by all
That's
means,
a relief.
lurk.
The
Yeah,
abyss
there's
is
the
cunning,
shark girl.
And it was her first time. Mistakes are bound to happen.
Exactly.
It's like she's got
She
a
deserves to
pretty
hold her head
weird
up
play
high.
style.
All right, thanks for
Doesn't
letting me
vibe
know.
with me personally, but
head
if
out
you're
in a bit.
willing to learn, it seems pretty cool. Yogi Bear.
Jeez, she sounded a little anxious there. Had me thinking it was bad news for a moment.
Mualani, you said the abyss was
Then
cunning
again,
just
I like
now,
straightforward
but it seems
Unga
like the abyss
Bunga,
just wants to
which is
destroy
why I have
everything.
Nuvolet.
Those monsters that attacked your tribe.
Yeah,
If
big
there
shark
really was
goyle.
some sort of cunning plan,
Not little
wouldn't it
shark
make more
goyle.
sense to send them to attack Kachina
Yeah.
and a small team? Not that Paimon wants them to be in any more danger. It's just
Oh, who wants to pet Kitty? Still on my lap.
Relax, I get it. The abyss is difficult to understand, that's for sure. At a glance, it certainly seems like the only goal is total destruction. The abyss isn't a
There
living
you go,
entity
pet
after all,
kitty.
so what capacity for logic or planning could it possibly possess?
Hey, boo boo, we need to
But
pick
through
some
our
picnic
long history of
baskets.
fighting the abyss, we've realized things aren't quite so simple. 500 years ago, the abyss invaded Tevat. You know about that, right?
During the age of, Conria?
That's right. Conria suffered greatly during that time.
Yeah, what's better than one
But
shark
so did every
goyle?
other nation
Two
in Tevat.
shark goyles.
And Natlan was the worst affected of all. It took the combined efforts of the then Pyro Archon and heroes from every tribe to finally repel the abyss. Even so, the effects of the invasion lingered for hundreds of years, only able to be reversed
Yeah, by all
little
means, if you
by
don't want to
little.
spoil this stuff, you could just
Our tribe's
lurk,
waters were
have me open another
contaminated.
tab.
The children of
Put-
Echo's territory
have me
was
open another
overrun by
tab,
dangerous
put me on
sludge
mute.
surging from underground. Unrelenting black winds tore across the
What type
lands
of shark is the
Flower
shark
Feather
girl?
clan.
I don't know.
It was like each disaster
Just
was designed
a
for
shark.
a specific tribe.
So the Abyss understood the foundation of each tribe?
Exactly. We once thought that the Abyss's desire for destruction was a sort of primal instinct, but its methods
Primal?
are, in truth, marked by intelligence. We now believe the Abyss has invaded the Night Kingdom, and has the capacity to read
Yeah,
the memories
discount
of this
Gorgura
land at any
shark.
given moment.
And that's how it became so dangerous and cunning. Almost like it knows you inside and out.
Yes, and that's why we've been unable to fully eradicate
Domo
it,
Golden Age,
even
welcome,
after all
how
this
you
time.
doing?
Luckily,
Yeah,
the
we got
problems
Gura
left
at
behind by
home.
The Abyss have been successfully addressed by the various Pyro Archons we've had over the years. Now every tribe is prospering and things are looking up. I mean, just look at what we managed to do a few days ago. We totally fought them off.
In other nations, I've seen how much effort it takes to truly eradicate the Abyss. The people in Atlan live in its shadow every day. Who knows how long it'll take for this war to
You
end?
must have had to sacrifice a lot to get to this point.
Every battle, every sacrifice is in pursuit of a future
Yeah, this
where
one's
we
got
get to
Booba.
stop fighting. Responsibility, duty, unavoidable burden. Everyone in Natlan views the war differently. But I believe we will be rid of the Abyss one day. And the efforts of all who fought against them will become a story for the ages. To think
Yeah,
that my
get
name
'em.
could survive in ballads passed down to future generations. It's kind of romantic.
Romantic?
Everyone has something
Alright.
that drives them forward, you know.
You could do
We
it.
have to. Not only for ourselves,
You just gotta
but for our future.
believe.
Anyway, let's head to the stadium. Our fishing trip can wait until Kachina's back with us. The sea's not going anywhere.
And what do you think of Hyena-chan? Oh, what you posted in Discord? Yeah, it was cool. I'm pretty sure I put a emote react on it.
Time to go.
Load's so nice, it goes twice. It has a manga? That's cool.
Whoa, this place is packed already.
Yeah, I figured, you
Of
know.
course. No one's gonna miss out on the chance to welcome our
Pretty
heroes
based.
back from battle. It's their moment of glory. Kachina's gonna be so flustered. She's never had this many eyes on her before.
Yeah, she doesn't seem like the kind
Domo
of person
Deadly
who likes
Kiwi,
being the
welcome.
center of
How you
attention.
doing?
Looks like I'm just in time.
Kinich, you're here!
Yeah, a commission ran longer than expected, but I made it. I heard about the incident with your tribe, Mualani. Is everyone all right?
Ooh.
It's all taken care of.
7 feet,
My new
wowee.
friend here's got some tricks up his sleeve.
Today was
by the
tiring.
way.
You're currently eating chili and
He's
pickles.
just as strong as Kachina
Fair
made him out
enough.
to be.
Like, I could have done better.
Hey, look! Is it about to start?
That's right.
Like, interesting
Someone will come out
combination.
and recite a eulogy, and then we'll sing the Ode of Resurrection together. Come on, let's find a spot with a good view. When the singing starts, just follow my lead and you'll be fine. Let's go somewhere higher up so Kachina can spot us.
You're doing okay?
Warriors
Well, that's
of
good.
Natlan, heed the call of life.
Don't feed
We
chili and
are the
pickles to a
inheritors of
baby.
memory and legend.
I don't think they
Those
like
who
it.
grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire, the lifeblood of our nation.
Woo! Not ghost peppers, no! Can y'all sing a little louder? Ah! Fire? Ike fire. Boots. Like, ah, yes, the pretty fire lady's back. Will we get to talk to
I
her?
could not find Kachina within the Night Kingdom, or locate her ancient name.
Oh, shit. What?
What does that even mean?
Who killed her?
Usually once the ode is complete, the Pyro Archon and resurrected person will emerge from the flames. But something went wrong.
What's going on?
Yeah, what happened? What went
This has
wrong?
never happened before.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious. Clearly, the team sent to fight the Abyss didn't win after all.
What do you
Think
mean?
about
What
it.
happened?
The Ode rekindles all victors. We've witnessed it countless times.
Since the Archon couldn't find Kachina in the Night Kingdom, that must mean there's more to this victory than meets the eye.
Are you guys saying it's
You haven't
rigged?
gotten over the fact that Kachina beat you in the pilgrimage!
Pathetic. The both of you.
Your wild guesses are misplaced. We completed our mission.
Maybe you did, but who's to say whether that little girl even contributed at all? Maybe she got scared and ran off.
Yeah, it's like,
Why would
get it
the
the
Wyatt
shut up.
recognize someone
Quit
like her,
heckling.
even if she was on the winning team?
Stinky.
How dare you insult a hero of Natlan like that? Kachina sacrificed herself to repel the Abyss. She doesn't deserve to be subjected to your vile rumors when she's not even here to defend herself.
Calm down, Mualani. There's no point arguing with the likes of them.
I can't just sit here and let them slander her like that.
To insult a hero of Natlan, the person actually has to be a hero.
You.
Yeah, it's like,
You.
so he tells her it's not a
Think
good
about
idea to
it,
contradict
everyone.
this icon when she
Who do you
says
think
they
is
won. It's like,
really at
they
fault here?
won. Quit being a
girl
sore
who never should have
loser.
even gone to war? or the Great Pyro Archon. Why would the rules of our nation suddenly stop working?
That's true. If she wasn't revived, it must mean she failed to achieve victory. Maybe the Wyab interpret victory in different ways?
Like, she won our hearts.
That girl didn't
That's
look
all that
strong to
matters.
me.
Like, yeah, she gonna kick their butts. Pyro Archon seems to be in deep thought. Why is she putting a stop to the commotion?
Kachina wouldn't have run! That's not like her at all!
No, she's been waiting for this moment for too long. No matter how daunting the situation, no matter how scared she might feel, she's always the first person to stand up and face it head on. We
Head
didn't even
on.
know what happened. So don't you dare try to use this as an excuse to vent your anger or slander her reputation.
Fine. We'll find out what happens soon enough. Then, we'll see who truly deserves glory.
Shut up, Tex-Mex!
That's enough. There is no doubt about today's victory, or Kachina's part in it. She is a hero worthy of our admiration and celebration.
Yeah, it's like we're never gonna see a
failure
normal
of
event
today's
with
ceremony
nothing
is
goes wrong.
undeniable.
Well, you know, that's just how
Kachina
drama
has
and
not
plot
been rekindled,
happens.
and I offer you all
Drama.
my deepest apologies as I continue to investigate this matter. To prevent further casualties, I have decided to suspend the pilgrimage until this matter is resolved.
What?
No one is all-knowing. No one is infallible, not even myself. But doubt is a means by which we seek the truth, not a weapon we wield against others.
I didn't mean it that way, Archon. I just...
If there are things you wish to clarify, then ask me directly. Doubt my answer if you wish, but now's your chance. You have concerns? State them.
Yeah, look
No,
directly into her big, beautiful eyes and tell her
Even though
exactly
I have
what's
said
wrong.
nothing to change your mind.
Yeah,
Then
it's
it
like
would seem the
Princess Luna.
truth
I don't know
never
who her
mattered
voice
to
actress
you
is.
at
You could
all.
probably Google it.
That guy doesn't even have the courage to answer the Pyro Archon's question. So much for all that glory talk earlier.
I have a question, Archon. My friend Kachina. Do you have any idea where she is? It's extremely important to me.
Yeah, where's the
I know you
little
said you were
Benoy?
investigating
Where
the
is she?
situation, but I'm sorry, that's not enough.
I've already shared everything I know. If you want to learn the truth and rescue your friend sooner, you should join the investigation. So, what do you say?
Of course I'll join.
In that case,
Yeah, that does
come
sound
see
like
me
a
in
you
the
problem,
speaker's chamber.
Cosmic.
Oh, and if it's not too much trouble, could you drop by as well, Traveler? I'd like to have a chat.
Me! It's me time!
Rest assured, everyone, I'll keep the
She
tribal
wants to
chiefs
talk to
informed on
me!
the progress of the investigation. Once again, I apologize
I'm not a
for
bottom,
the outcome
Cosmic.
of this ceremony. If there are no further questions, let's part for now.
Did she just ask us to come along?
I believe she did. Let's go. I'd like to know what's going on myself.
Like, yeah, let's go talk to the lady. Yeah, flaming hot ladies are indeed flaming hot ladies. This is indeed a fact.
The situation is urgent, so I'll get straight to the point. Kachina is undoubtedly a hero of Natlan, and I'm deeply sorry this happened to her. There's been unrest in the Night
Oh,
Kingdom,
those wish you
but I don't
welcome.
know
Yeah, my
what's
posture's
causing it.
good, thank you.
As a result, I've
Probably.
been unable to track down her location. Until we find and address the cause of the unrest, the Ode of Resurrection will continue to be ineffective.
And that means Kachina won't be able to come back?
That's correct. Not until the problem with the Night Kingdom is resolved.
Yeah, I've got my fox powers, you
long will
know.
that
It do
take?
just be like that.
It's hard to say.
Kachina always dreamed of fighting the Abyss, of doing her part to defend Natlan. She wasn't afraid of death because she knew, if it came down to it, the Pyro Archon would be there to bring her back to life. Whenever we sat down together, exhausted from training, she would always hum the Ode of Resurrection.
Like, when did I get a whip?
She was supposed to come back to us.
I mean, I can get one.
We were supposed
Indiana
to hug
Jones
her and
it.
celebrate with her and share her joy. We supported her every step of the way, but what are we supposed to do now? Sit peacefully and wait for her return? Lose ourselves in grief over her death? Tell me.
It's like, I've got
Are
a
we her
stick.
friends or her murderers?
I got a
That's
staff.
not fair, Mualani.
That has a blade in it.
It's all right. I understand your rage and your grief. Kachina's life means a great deal to me, Mualani. Believe me, I want to bring her back as soon as possible. I would give you that peace of mind.
Yeah,
if I
Sword
could.
King, exactly.
But please, hear what I have to say so I can at least give you a broader picture of the issue we are now facing.
It's in my art.
Considering
When I
the
get
recent
fan
attack
art,
on the
I'd
tribe,
be like,
I believe the Abyss
include
has found
this,
a new
please.
means of undermining the rules of our nation.
You mean...
but it is not on my person right
sacred
now.
flame.
It's at the
The
cleaners.
foundation of our resistance against the Abyss. If we continue to hold the pilgrimage and send teams to fight the Abyss, there will likely be more casualties. But if we stop altogether, the sacred flame will only grow weaker. The Abyss will scale up their attacks, and the tragedy we saw with the people of the Springs will only be the first of many.
If we compare the two choices, the former seems to be the lesser of two evils. Sorry, I know that may sound harsh, but I bear the name Malipo. Weighing the costs is my duty. The raw truth can be cruel. But we need to understand it if we want to approach this rationally.
But what would you say, Mualani? This is personal for you. And unlike Kanich, I dare say it's not a simple case of weighing up which course of action
You think?
is less painful.
I don't know. Why don't you
Is it?
try asking and see what happens?
I can't choose between them, and I don't want to. Saying that one is preferable over the other is disrespectful to the people who suffered.
You're saying it doesn't matter whether I suspend the pilgrimage. The consequences will be equally painful.
Yes.
Yeah, you probably would get burned.
What happened to Kachina breaks my
Be
heart.
very spicy.
But I couldn't bring myself to sacrifice other people for her sake.
And that is the crux of the problem. It's not simply a matter of choosing the lesser of two evils. Either way, there will be people who suffer. And the end result will be
Looking
the
at you with a disgusted look on her face.
Belief
Yeah,
in the
probably.
pilgrimage will waver. Once doubt has crept in, the people will no longer unite in battle against the Abyss. And that is exactly what the Abyss wants. Their ultimate goal isn't to break the rules that make the Ode of Resurrection work. It's to destroy the people's faith in them.
You're gonna
To
destroy
prevent
their
what happened
belief.
to Kachina from happening to anyone else, we need to suspend the pilgrimage. So that is my current plan. And in the meantime, I've made efforts to strengthen
Yeah, she looks
each
at you and
tribe's
suddenly you're just on
defenses.
fire.
Then, we have to find another
Like,
way
ah!
of strengthening the sacred flame to keep the Abyss at bay. This won't be easy. I'll need time to figure out the best approach. I understand your anger, Mualani, but I hope
Yeah,
that
they
provided some
would.
clarity, at least.
Even me.
Wow. Paimon thought things were gonna get heated for a second, but the Pyro Archon took the time to explain everything so patiently.
I owe you an apology.
I would be like,
Archon.
hello, man, but they'd be
I
like,
let
who are
myself
you?
Get carried away earlier, and I'm sorry. You're right. We need to focus on finding solutions.
We could always hold the pilgrimage without sending a team to fight in the Night Warden Wars.
Like,
That
because
way,
real, what
we'd
is
still
this
be able to
shit?
fuel the sacred flame.
I've considered that, but the two events have nearly always been linked. Without the chance to fight the Abyss,
Like,
pilgrimage
you get to
rankings
become a
lose
real
their
girl and you're just like,
prestige,
fuck this
and
shit and go
competitor
back to
numbers
being
will
a
drop.
fake.
With fewer participants, the amount of
You're like,
contending
you jump into
fire
the three
produced will
dimensions, you're just like,
decrease,
everything
and the
sucks.
vicious cycle
Back to
will
2D.
continue indefinitely.
So, essentially, the Abyss is taking Kachina hostage.
It's like, look at all the ladies, just be like Beavis and Butthead, be like, heh heh
You've learned about
girls.
the concept of moonlights during your travels,
Booba.
yes? The Night Kingdom is something similar. Staying there for a short period of time shouldn't have an effect on the person. But with the Abyss in the picture, it's a different story. Your sense of self will be devoured, until eventually you become one with the Sea of Souls. Imagine pouring a cup of water into a rushing river.
Oh
You
yeah,
can
forget
try
about
to scoop
taxes.
up
Like,
another cup,
I don't think anyone wants to
but
deal with
there's
taxes.
no chance it will be the same water you had
Not even
before.
villains want to deal with
I won't
taxes.
sugarcoat it. That is the danger Kachina is currently facing.
Just like you said, Archon. Both of these problems need to be addressed. You can focus all your efforts on dealing with the Sacred Flame. I will go search for Kachina.
The Abyss poses the same threat to you as it does to her. It is very possible you will not return. Knowing that, do you still choose to go?
Kachina's waiting for us to rescue her. That's all that matters.
I failed to protect her during our
Like,
campaign.
oh, I've been looking at her
But I
big
can make
pretty
it up to
eyes.
her
I don't know
now.
what you're talking about.
I choose
It depends
to
on
do as
where
well.
the camera's panning.
Traveler? What do you think?
She's got nice pupils. This isn't how it should end for her. I promise she would have the chance to learn from me.
Understood.
Like
I'll
with
support you in any way I
Mulani,
can.
she's got them goldfish eyes,
The
and I love
Masters of
eating
the Night Wind
goldfish,
have a
so I
technique
just
that can extract
look at
an
her
ancient
goldfish
name from the ley
eyes.
lines. If we can
Yeah, when
find
she's zoomed up
Kachina's
like that,
ancient
it's
name,
easier to look
I
right
can
into
use
her
the link
eyes.
between them to pinpoint her position within the Night Kingdom.
Yeah,
Then
taxes
comes
are
the hard
gross.
part.
Fuck taxes.
You need to visit the Night Kingdom in person and rescue her.
But isn't the Night Kingdom a land of souls? Can we even go there?
Under normal circumstances, only the consciousness can enter. But there is a way to go there in person. However, know that the Night Kingdom will attempt to repel you, and the Abyss certainly won't leave you be.
Yeah, she's got the
fine by
flowing
me.
locks.
Same here. Fighting the Abyss is nothing new for me.
It won't be a problem. It'll be nice,
You're the
boo.
only one who's scared?
We could totally go into the land of the dead. What's the worst that could happen?
You're going, Traveler. Paimon's going too.
Seatlali of the Masters of the Nightwind once created an artifact that can be used to communicate with the Wyab. We call it the Spirit Speaker Stone. It was originally used as a ceremonial artifact wielded by the tribal chiefs. But that spiritual quality also means it can be used to search for an ancient name.
Yeah,
That was
we're the main
artifact I
character. We
delivered
got
to the
plot
Scions of
armor.
the canopy a few days ago. Didn't think I'd be
Everyone
hearing about
else,
it again so soon.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Your thanks are unnecessary. I will offer you whatever aid I can, but your fellowship and courage are what will truly decide the success of this operation.
Yeah, we're McDonald's.
Besides,
Welcome to
you're the
McDonald's.
ones
Can I take
helping
your
me.
order?
I can only focus on one thing at a time, after all. Traveler, I certainly didn't expect our first conversation to be so serious.
You want to
I've heard
try
all
our
about your
saucy
accomplishments.
fries?
Ever since you arrived, I've
It's
been
like
hoping
Wendy's
to meet you and
saucy
offer you
nugs,
Natlan's
but
highest level
we
of
put the sauce in the
hospitality.
fries.
Why?
Because we want
Why?
to.
Is that not what happened in the other nations you visited?
It's kind of complicated, but looks like we're making a name for ourselves.
Yeah, things were pretty complicated at the start. And, you know, in the middle. But our reputation's solid nowadays.
Yeah, you know, we just
That's
committed like
more
every
it.
crime possible.
After all, I've heard you're someone who transcends fate.
You know quite a lot about me.
Perhaps even more than you can imagine. But we can talk about that some other time. Ideally, this would be the perfect night for a drink and some musical ambiance. But there are important things to be done.
Oh, I almost forgot. Atea was wounded in the fight against the Abyss. She wanted us to give this to you. It embodies fond memories and my strength of will. That's what she asked us to tell you. She said you'd know what that means.
I didn't think this day would come so soon. The flames of her life force. I can feel them flowing within the talisman. If things were different, the two of us could have enjoyed the hot springs together while she gave this to me in person. We're supposed to be hot spring buddies after all.
Hot springs buddies, huh?
But don't
Can I
worry.
be your new hot spring buddy?
This talisman
Please?
means a great deal
Please?
to me. I'll
Pretty
take good care
please?
of it. And once this is all
I'll bring
over,
the snacks.
I'll pay Atea a visit.
I'll bring goldfish.
You said you didn't want to jeopardize the production of Contending Fire. But that's not at all why you decided to suspend the pilgrimage, is it?
You're right. Even now, the production of contending fire is far from sufficient. The gradual corrosion caused by the abyss has resulted in a massive shortage of pyro energy, and we're currently at the breaking point as things stand. The pilgrimage is a lost cause. Suspending it allows us to save our strength to defend the The abyss has brought catastrophe to Natlan, and Kachina's disappearance in the Night Kingdom is a direct consequence of that.
We can't let the general public know that.
No. If the public learned that Natlan's destruction was close at hand, there would be immense panic. But if I said nothing at all, they would have continued to question the integrity of Natlan's heroes.
Another simple choice.
Like, we
The
can't
latter
have the
was
people
clearly the
losing the
better
beliefs. Otherwise, the magic won't work. You gotta
chose
clap your
otherwise.
hands to
I
believe.
have never subscribed to the belief that the right choice is the one with the fewest
You gotta believe in the
sacrifices.
fire.
Let's go. There's still a way for the sacred flame to last a little longer.
You mean?
Yes. Come with me. The sacred flame must never go out. Not only does it strike fear in the abyss, but it's also the pillar of Natlan's stability. So until our heroes are
Yeah,
ready,
every part of her's just
I will
smoking. It's like
sacrifice my
they gave
power
her the
to keep it burning.
they gave her like
But that can only
such
last
a
so long. I think
form-fitting
we should
outfit.
focus
It's
on
just
the
like
remaining ancient
woo-wee.
name-bearers.
You're far from TF2.
Don't let desperation cloud your judgment.
I don't know.
Those
They'd
chosen
have
by
to
the
have to
Wyad
fight
have
and see
already
and find
embarked on
out.
their destined path.
Like on the
It is
one
for them
hand,
to decide
Pyro's
how
got
that
a
journey
fucking
ends,
flamethrower.
not us.
On the other hand, her hair literally
All
could
we
burst
can
into
do is
flames.
support
So
them.
who would win?
Even so, for you to make this sacrifice, it's not right.
It's like we'd have to have a death battle
If
to
not
find
me, then
out.
who? No other is capable of sustaining the sacred flame. I possess great strength, but I'm not above my people. This is part of my duty.
Okay, ma'am. Oh, something's happening. Oh no, Fatui! Wait, shit, is it Capitano? Capitano!
The Archon of Natlan. A force to be reckoned with.
El Capitano!
The secret of the ley lines is no secret to me. Long have they been destined for
That's who that is.
And since the oath made 5 centuries ago remains unfulfilled, what
Him,
use
he
is the gnosis
Capitano.
in your hands?
I don't know what you mean. But it sounds like this is about more than the Tsaritsa.
In
Nice
times of
shades.
crisis, someone must pick up the mantle of salvation. Your plan has reached an impasse, and now it falls to me to create new rules for Natlan. But before
Yeah,
the
she's
dawn of a
so
new
on
age,
fire!
the old must be destroyed.
I assume that's the end of your speech?
She's so spicy like a
People
chili
like
pepper.
us. Let our blades do the talking!
Fight, 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 fight! Let's go! Mask versus sunglasses! Woo! There she goes! She's a spicy little flame! Let's go! Sweesh! She got the recovery! Fireball! Woo! Explosions! Oh god. He's coming in with the ice pillars! Woo boy, she's slicing and dicing through that shit like she's a fruit ninja. Hell yeah! Yeah, she's going full Yang. Shame that show's more or less canceled at this point. Yeah, Rooster Teeth doesn't exist anymore. It's gone now, I think. I'm pretty sure it shut down. Oh, I think she got him. Or not. This is just a straight up anime fight, my god. Yeah, we can only speculate. Yeah, at least Death Battle's coming back, so you know. Like, some people still got their stuff, other people not so much. I think she wounded him. Ooh, yeah. Did he flee? He fled.
Masters of the Night Wind. Send word. The captain and his followers must be apprehended.
We must get the Capitano! Yeah, he ran like a little bitch. She got him pretty good in the arm.
Are you alright, Archon?
He was a formidable opponent.
Like, that was a pretty
exactly
poggers
what I
fight.
would expect from the first of the Fatui Harbingers.
I never
Like,
imagined
that was like a
you in
fire
combat.
and ice kind of thing, but like, it wasn't ordinary ice. It was
Sarit's a
like
centaur,
glacier levels.
Why would he bring up what happened 5 centuries ago?
Yeah. And
Like black
how much
ice.
does he know about Natlan?
Like, you know the kind of ice that like freezes over on like
The
concrete and
Harbingers are all
shit.
driven by their own
It was
personal
like that
goals.
kind of ice.
The only purpose that unites them is collecting the Gnosis.
He thought he was the guy,
I'm sure
but little
the
did he
captain
realize
has
he's
his
not
own
the guy.
reasons for being here as well.
Yeah, no,
Whatever
the
his motive,
gameplay isn't
we
like
should
that.
shift our focus to
I
the
think
Fatui. If they attack again, and
it's
we're
like
not
I did
prepared,
fight a
we're
boss
done
before
for.
starting this,
No,
and you know.
We're running out of time. The
Yeah,
wound I
polluted
inflicted
ice,
should hold him back
exactly.
and
Like, it's
weaken him for the
corrupted.
time being.
It's not pure.
Besides, I'm sure you noticed. The power that came to his rescue just now came from the Masters of the Night Wind.
In other words, there are traitors among us.
Not necessarily. This could prove to be a very valuable turn of events. When we exchanged final blows, I sensed an unusual presence within him. I'll need to investigate further. Kinich,
Domo, you're
Masters of the Night
welcome.
Wind and look
Yes,
into who
blood
could
for
have
the
aided
blood
captain.
god.
Speak to Seat
Fire
Molly.
for the
She
fire
should know.
lady. Yes, hello, how you
I'll
doing?
head out right now. Do you still intend to...
Yes.
As you can see, we are Genshin today. Welcome. It's like there was a big anime fight. There were lots of
Natlan's
explosions.
strength has never rested solely in its Archon.
Milk for the cornflakes.
Together we foresaw the only path that leads to our nation's future. We must trust in that vision now.
So what's she gonna do?
Is everything okay, Archon?
It's like her hair lit up and then she stopped. Is she hesitating?
Completely fine. Just lamenting the fact that I never got a picture when I could still turn my hair into flames. Too late now.
What do you mean you want a picture? Yeah, skulls
I
for the
just
skull throne.
Hope the others have a safe journey.
Yeah, Nalan's fun so far. As you can see, I'm on Act 2. We are going on Act 2 today. We did one yesterday. It was really nice. It's like I've dug through a chunk of it. I've gotten some waypoints.
What's happening at the stadium? Did something explode?
Yes.
It feels like the Archon unleashed her power. She must
A
be
man comes
fighting
in like,
formidable
I am the
opponent.
guy. And the
Should
Archon just
we
be
go
like,
back and
you are
check
not the
what's going
guy.
on?
Kachina doesn't have that much
Have
time.
faith in the Archon.
Did I pull for a
She
new
wouldn't lose in a
person?
one-on-one
And
confrontation.
I got Chi-Chi.
Once we
I
find
pulled
Kachina's
the
ancient name, we'll head
Chi-Chi.
Okay,
I
let's just keep
pulled
going.
the
Emma really
Chi-Chi.
hopes nothing goes wrong.
I don't even use Chi-Chi. Oh yeah, make sure you get your free 5-star if you haven't logged in. Yeah, I have the waypoint over here, so we're good here. Yeah, do DPS Chi. Like, hey, if that's what you want to do, that's technically not the wrong answer. It's like, technically speaking, you can build a character however you want. You want a physical Xiangling? More power to you.
Time to go.
Meanwhile, I like my Unga Bunga builds.
Nice to see you again, Wyna.
Like Nuvalet and Nuvalet and Ito are basically my
time
two
for
main
pleasantries,
teams.
So I'll get right
It's
to
like
it.
I try
here
my
for the
best to get
spirit
away
speaker
with them
stone.
in the Spiral Abyss
Whoa,
with
hold on a second.
interesting
At
results.
least tell me why you need it first.
My friend Kachina is trapped within the Night Kingdom. We need the
I did
stone to
actually
find
get
her
36
ancient name
stars
and rescue
once.
her.
Once.
Rescue her? From the Night Kingdom?
That's right.
I'm sorry, but someone needs to tell you what you don't want to hear. Going there, a mature warrior would never make such a foolish decision.
Yeah, Nuvalet and Nahida is OP Bloomy Doomy. Yeah. Bloom's really good.
The nature of battle is unpredictable. You never know how it's going to end. Losing a friend is tragic, but when that happens, the best thing you can do is focus on how to prevent further casualties.
I appreciate what you're trying to say, Chief Wyna. But if the price of maturity is abandoning a friend in need, I'll choose foolishness any day. If Kachina's still holding on, then so will I.
I thought you might say that.
Like, does this guy have dreads?
Is something wrong, Wyna?
It's like
This
like
doesn't seem like you.
they're like big drill kind of head
Life isn't
dreads.
complete without taking risks. That's always been your mantra.
It's
Why does everyone in this land
the
have
Night Kingdom is a dangerous
big,
place. Can't blame
beautiful
you for checking if you
eyes?
were up to the task. If you're that determined, far be it from me to stop you. Here's the stone. Keep it safe, okay?
Ride and
It's not like
skill?
we have
Yeah.
spare.
Thank you.
New art direction? Probably.
Huh. Seems like you two
It's
go
the
way
My
back.
Hero Academia logic, where
the
every
flowers
character
that
has to
include
have a unique eye shape.
Oh, Chaska's a peacekeeper, so she's
It's good
famous
design,
throughout the
though.
tribes. She's always the one people call
It's
to
like,
resolve
they
conflicts.
really,
So we slowly got to know each other that way.
they really bumped
Her
up the
younger
quality
sister
of the
Quichi's always
designs.
hanging around our tribe too. She's helped us out a lot in the past.
Yeah, important objects just kind of
You have a
hover.
younger sister?
Yes, I'll introduce you to her sometime. But let's get back to business. Wyna, how do we use the stone?
As you probably know, your intended destination is completely different from the real world. The Night Kingdom is like a river flowing with concepts, and the ancient name you seek is like a tiny fish swimming downstream. In that sense, the stone is like a fishing boat drifting down the river, but the boat alone isn't enough. You need a fisherman experienced enough to steer
Does she
it
have
in the
horns? I
right
think that's just
direction.
part of her hat.
We couldn't do that ourselves?
With a little practice, I'm sure you could.
Like,
You
she's
have
got
the
a cool
strength
hat,
and the
like
talent.
me.
If you want to make sure this works, though, I could recommend someone to you.
Who?
She does have
Bichama,
the little elf
a
ears,
legendary
though.
warrior and scout from our
Her
tribe.
and the little goblin girl got them knife ears.
He's got a keen eye and a well-honed intuition. Even his ancient name means to seek. If you're fishing for a name, you're gonna want him on the boat.
Bichama? Why does that name sound
Thank you for the
familiar?
follow. Arigato.
He's one of Auntie Atea's hot spring buddies. I've heard stories about him. Where can we find him?
Ever since Malco passed, he spends most of his time gazing out at the scenery from the cliff tops. Follow the path that way, and I'm sure you'll find him.
Yeah, knife ears.
We'll go look for him.
Probably an elf.
Good luck. I hope everything goes well.
Like, no, she's pretty. We're keeping this one. She's pretty. Like, who am I looking for? Oh, there he is.
Someone admiring the scenery from the cliff tops. Ah!
Bleh.
Hello there, are you Bichama?
That's me. Did you need something?
You tell him about Kachina and the Spirit Speaker Stone. Windmill.
What? You're saying you can bring someone back from the Night Kingdom? How is that even possible?
We're gonna make it possible.
No, if you really think
Because we can do
about it,
anything. We're the main
anything's
character.
possible in that kind of place. But that would mean...
Are you okay? You don't look so good.
Everything's fine. I'll help you, but I do have a small request. After I help you find Kachina's ancient name, I want to use the stone to look for my friends as well.
Your friend? Oh, why not mention someone named Malco? Is that who you're talking
It would be a cool twist if we failed, but
Yes.
we need her
but I'd
alive.
rather not get into it if it's all the same to you.
That's not a problem. We agree to your request.
Yeah. Since you're helping us find
Yeah, it would be
Kachina's
quite the
ancient
change of
name,
pace, but,
it's only
you know.
right that we return the favor.
Then we're agreed. Can I have a look at the stone?
Here you go, buddy. Here's your stone. Though it looks more like two stones sort of laced together. Like little horns.
I see. From what I can tell, it functions almost like an abyssal pylon. Both connect the Night Kingdom to the living world.
Yeah, they say
Once
it's a
the
stone, but it
connection
looks
is
like two
established,
pieces.
The abyss will come surging through the opening like a predator honing in on the scent of blood. So we have to be sure not to use it in a tribal settlement.
Wow, you got all that just from looking at it?
I just picked up on the basics, really. I still have no idea why it works.
This man knows his
You
rocks.
said someone named Lali invented this. They must be a genius. I'll go find an open area and start setting things up.
Yeah, plus it
In the
hovers, so there
meantime,
you
I
go.
need you to get
A
two
nice little
things for me.
MacGuffin.
We'll go right away. What do you need?
First, I'll need some hook
You don't have to
ropes.
even worry
Pretty
about
much every
carrying
store
it.
around
You could
here
just
carries them, so
let
no
it
need to
flow
go
with
anywhere
you.
special. Oh, and I need to build a net out of them, so make sure you get a good amount.
Wait, are you saying you're going to use a real net to catch Kachina's ancient name? How does that work when one's tangible and one's not?
Just catch her with
By
a
creating
net.
something tangible in our world.
Yeah,
like
let's
a
do
net,
it. Catch her with
we
a
can
net.
create a connection to a corresponding concept in the Night Kingdom. Basically, I'm going to use the
They said it's like a river, so you just put down the net,
an ancient
and you let it just gather in the net, and then you bring it back
What
up.
about
You
the
know,
second
just
thing you
basic
needed?
fishing.
Right. I need one.
Yeah, tied to Paimon's
no,
leg.
2 chunks of obsidian. Once
They
we
both
bring the
float.
ancient names into our world, we'll need a place to store them. Normally, you can only get obsidian
It's
from
a
the children of
fantasy.
Echoes,
Don't worry about it.
But I heard there's a traveling
We're fishing
merchant
for
from that
souls.
tribe around here somewhere, so maybe you can try your luck there.
Gotcha!
All right, let's split up. See that clearing? Let's meet over there when you're done. Oh, and
It's
you
like,
can
oh boy,
send
how am I
someone
gonna
with
get
me
up
if you
there?
want. In case you're worried I might take the stone for myself.
What do you think, Chaska?
There's no need.
Oh,
Wayna
she's
spoke
Whimdy.
highly
I
of
just
you.
it's like
That
only
means
now
you're
did I
trustworthy.
see her vision.
I appreciate
It's like
it.
the hat girl is a
Even though that doesn't
Whimdy.
mean much to me anymore. Anyway, it'll take some time to set everything up, so no need to rush. I'll see you in a bit.
It's like and then animos tend to be pretty fun to play.
What
Like,
an
will she be
odd
practical?
guy.
I don't know.
He seems so defeated, but also really invested in the stone at the same time.
She's got cool gloves.
I don't have any more insight than you, Paimon. Let's just focus on the preparations for now. Hang on, Kachina. We're coming for you.
Yeah, let's go. Let's go find the baby and fish her up. Gotta fish her out of the river. Way down the river.
Hello. Do you have any hook ropes for sale?
Hook ropes? As in rock climbing equipment?
Yes. How much for your whole stock?
We'll take everything.
Oh, the whole thing? Let me see. That would be 30,000 mora in total.
I have it.
Deal?
I have like
Deal.
I have a lot of Mora. I think I have nearly 200
you want me to
million
drive down
Mora
the
because
price?
I have a problem.
We just need these as fast as possible. Thanks.
Oh, no problem at all. I'll even pass along some information on the house. These ropes are usually used by rock climbing enthusiasts. If you want to learn, Roka's the person you want to ask. All right, that's everything. Here you go.
Now we need the obsidian.
I like the hoard my
Let's go talk
gold.
to the traveling merchant Bichama mentioned.
Like what? Even on Guy Online, it's like which I still use to this day for anyone that even remembers that website.
Excuse
and
me.
on that website, I have
sell
over 50
obsidian?
trillion gold.
Why, yes.
I
I've got a
like
chunk for sale right over there.
gold.
Perfect. Is that the only one, though? We actually need two.
That might be tough. Tell you
Why
what,
not mention Guy?
I'll
You don't
take a
like
look
Guy
through these
Online?
boxes over here and we'll see
It's like
what
I
we
still
can
log in
find.
on there daily.
Thank you so much.
Occasionally
wait
they'll
here.
have like a coupon deal for $25, and I probably do that like maybe 2 or 3 times a year.
Relax.
And that usually lasts
Everything's
me
going
quite a
according to plan.
while.
I know, it's just... I could tell Vichama feels the same way about his
Yeah, I'll
friends
hydrate.
that I do about Kachina.
You were weird on there, so was I!
hope
Oh
this chunk of
god, I was
obsidian
so
isn't the only
cringe on
one.
there.
Kachina always carries all sorts of shiny stones with her.
You're preaching to the
If I
choir,
was
man.
the one trapped in the Night Kingdom, she'd have a whole pile of obsidian ready in a heartbeat.
It's like, I used to roleplay on there.
That.
Unfortunately, the
I
roleplay
did
community
bring
on there
extra.
is deader than
Here
dead.
you go, young lady. How does it
But
look?
back in the day, I was roleplaying so cringy about it.
How much do I owe you?
If you hadn't shown up, these stones would have just sat here collecting dust. Well, here you go. By the way, I heard you mention Vichama just now.
Guy Online is
Running
an
an errand
avatar
for him,
dressing forum website. So it's like
How's he
basically you
doing?
would dress up your own little pixelated
Malco's been
doll and
gone
be able to
for
post
5
in the
years
forums.
now.
But forum-based
about time he
websites kind of
started to move
died in
forward.
the
Do you know
growth
what
of
happened
places
between
like Twitter and Facebook and Tumblr.
I heard about it in passing while I was
And
out
also the
drinking
fact
one
that
night.
they fucked up their
I
own
don't know
economy
all the
and
details.
for a while their
Vichama and
MMO had
Malco
been
grew
shut
up together,
down. It's
and
back
even
now,
made a
but
name for
it being
themselves
initially shut
together.
down kind of killed
Malco
a
was
lot
an
of
amazing
caused a
fighter,
lot of people to
capable of
leave.
knocking out
So
multiple
really,
opponents in a single hit.
what's keeping it
While
alive
Vichama
after
excelled at scouting
over
and
20
analyzing the
years
battlefield.
is
The
people
two made an
is the
excellent
whales,
team,
the people
and
willing to
managed
pay
beat
thousands
back
of
the
dollars
Abyss
on it.
several times.
Specifically for the
5
custom
years ago,
tickets,
they
because
both
you
emerged
can buy
triumphant
tickets
in
that
the
you can turn in to
pilgrimage
make your own
and were
custom
placed on the
items.
same team
So
to
people
fight
will
the
just be like,
Abyss.
yeah, I want
But on
this
the
and that
eve of
item, and they'll just
battle,
give
the
them hundreds of
Abyss
dollars
launched
for
an
that.
attack
That's what's
on
keeping
that
the site
tribe,
alive now.
And Vichama suffered an
Otherwise,
injury
it's
to his
super
leg
dead.
while attempting to rescue someone.
In fact, I could probably look at how many people are online right now.
The team agreed that he couldn't fight the Abyss in his
Let me see, how many
condition.
people are online?
Vichama didn't argue. He knew going to the front lines
3,000
would make
people.
him a burden in battle. So they raised the issue with the Pyro Archon.
Considering at
and
its
she
peak,
agreed
it
to
had,
let him stay
like,
behind.
way more than
It's
that.
just Melko and the others
Yeah,
ended
it's
up
like the
facing
most
hordes of
online
abyssal
users
monsters in
ever
numbers
was
that
half a
far exceeded
million.
anyone's expectations. The team made an error in judgment, and they fell to the onslaught. Vichama went into a deep depression after that. He blames himself for everything.
It was an impossible situation. Doesn't sound like it was his fault.
Oh, you're not wrong. But it's possible he chooses to blame himself. Not because he did something wrong, but because he wasn't able to do anything at all. I've tried convincing him to move forward, to stop dwelling.
But yeah,
on
the reason why I still log on every day
the
is,
shadow
you know,
of
force of
Malcolm's
habit.
death
I like
hangs over
dressing
him
up on there.
still.
That's pretty much what I do on there
The
now is
Abyss
just
has
dress up.
caused so much
I either dress
suffering,
up or I dress up
and
other
some
people.
wounds never heal.
Because I like
wish
the
there
little
was something he
dressing
could
up.
do to
It's
make himself
nice.
feel better. But anyway, that's the gist of it. Maybe you could help him talk things through sometime. I would really appreciate it.
It's like, we could worry about this guy's trauma later. I've got to go save a Benoy. Where is he? I want to say going from here might be the easiest way to get up there. Maybe.
Taking a stroll in the middle of a downpour certainly rouses the spirit.
I don't know.
But it's best to dry your clothes as soon
Yeah,
as
I see
possible
like
after the rain
little
stops.
cliff rocks. Maybe I can just brute force my way up there. You know, just climbing things. Like, who doesn't enjoy a little climbing?
Clear weather
Like
all
riveting
around, softens the
stuff.
heart.
I remember way back when I played Breath of the Wild, I was like, I want to just climb this mountain and see what happened. And it turned out when I climbed up the top of the mountain, there was actually a shrine up there. And I was like, oh, well, that's cool. Yeah, climbing can be fun if it's done right. You know. There he is. Alright, that's pretty straightforward. Hello, sir.
Did you get everything?
Yep, it's all here. When do we start?
I've made all the necessary.
Yeah, because
adjustments,
he is a
so
bar.
we're good to go.
He's like,
as agreed,
"Blech."
I'll help you find Kachina's ancient name, and then you return the favor.
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
Are you seeking your friend's ancient name for the same reason as us?
After Malco fell, I scoured the battlefield to see what happened. It turned out he wasn't bested by some impossibly powerful foe. He was dragged to his grave by the sheer number of enemies.
Darn, defeated by quantity over quality.
I could have warned them not to advance. I've always blamed myself for what happened. But when you told me about Kachina, I realized there's a chance Malco might also be alive, fighting for survival in the Night Kingdom.
But that happened several years ago, right? The Pyro Archon said all
Yeah, quality
life
is a
within the
quality
Night
all on
Kingdom
its own.
eventually
Well, you
becomes
know.
one with the Sea of Souls.
You could have one without the
There
other, that's
might
for
not be
sure.
much hope, but I still have to try. Malco and I promised each other, even if we never managed to root out the Abyss for good, we would fight together until the end. All right, let's get to it. I'll start searching for the conceptualized version of Kachina's ancient name. If you see any fragments scattered around the area, please collect them.
Alright, time to fish up those bits.
Make sure you prepare yourselves for battle. As I said, the stone will link the mortal realm to the Night Kingdom. The Abyss will likely emerge in response.
Okay, let's go! Biddies!
Chama mentioned. Let's get closer.
Like, so far, so good. I'm getting all them biddies. Thanks for the bits, Cosmic. Arigato. It's like I did say biddies. I didn't mean those, but I still appreciate the generous donation.
Silence.
I did message Evie-chan. I'm just waiting for her to get back to me. So it would be cool to get more emotes. It's like, I'm aiming for like before my anniversary.
Settle down. An oversight on my part.
Like, probably a good thing I went with this team.
By royal
It's like, I usually go with my Ayaka team just because Ayaka and Mona can move really fast and Venti can use his wind to boost you up places, so they're usually more convenient. But I was like, you know what, I already have this team equipped. Why mess with it? Eh. There we go. Get them last bits. We did it! We got the bits! Can we have our Benoit back, please? Hello?
Quick, take it!
Yeet!
I found Kachina's ancient name. Hang in there, Malco. Just a little longer.
Yepanoy!
Something's not right. The power of the Abyss is getting stronger.
The Abyss is corroding his body. Vichama, you can't keep going. You'll die.
I should have died 5 years ago. I just need a little more time. Please, I'm almost there.
Let me be a martyr to cope with my survivor's guilt. Understood. Woo! Oh my god, a QTE in a Genshin game. This is a first.
The power of the Abyss is strong.
It's like a QTE in Genshin? Yeah, we should have just done this from the start.
This power.
I don't know why we keep conveniently forgetting that we have this power. I can't hold them back much longer. We're running out of time.
No, why can't I find him? Why?
We can't wait any longer.
Your boyfriend's dead. You have to move
I
on.
already tried, but the power of the Abyss has him in a chokehold. It's like he's tied to the stone with an invisible rope.
In that case, we have no choice. I'm sorry, Seat Molly. Get back!
Oh, there she goes.
Wait!
Man, what have you done?
Ouch! What happened just now? It looked like the spirit speakers.
The stone's power was spiraling out of control.
Yeah,
The only way
boomies.
to stop it was to destroy it. You were all caught in the shockwave of the explosion. You might feel dizzy for a while, but that's normal.
Give us a heads up
Okay.
next time, will you? You're lucky we managed to dodge it in time.
I thought I said to get back.
Yeah, barely a second.
Yeah, you were
before
like,
made it go
grenade!
poof. Not everyone has your reflexes, Chaska. We were this close to getting dragged into the explosion.
Okay, I'll be more careful next time.
At least Kachina's ancient name is still in one piece. Wait, where's Vichama?
He's probably dead. You probably blew him up. Oh, wait, he's fine. Don't worry, guys. He's fine.
I couldn't find Malco's ancient name. It must be completely gone by now. Once your ancient name disappears, there's no coming back. From the very beginning, I knew.
Damn, this is some Coco shit. It's like, yeah, once it's gone, it's gone forever.
It's too late to save him. From the minute he left that day, it was already too late.
It's like dying twice.
Vichama.
I'm sure he's heard enough condolences over the years. Let's just give him some space.
Huh? What's that in your hands, Vichama? It looks like something's glowing.
Yeah, you didn't realize you were holding something in your hand?
This is...
Hey! It's hatching. Is it an egg?
Hey, Malco. Got any strength left?
Not enough to swing a sword, but to say a few last words? Sure.
Too bad. No one will get to hear them.
Wait, what? Oh, Domo Doom guy, welcome. How
Never
you
thought I'd
doing?
actually die on this mission.
No, I don't wanna.
Not that I'm afraid to die. It's just
You're just gonna blame
hard
me.
thinking
No.
about my mom's face when she hears the news.
Guess I have something to be thankful for then. My parents died a long time ago. They won't have to mourn me.
Not my ears. No, they're sensitive.
Always had to beat me at everything, didn't you? Right to the end, you were never one for goodbyes.
Thanks for the bits.
Maybe
Also, ow.
We'll get to hear our last words. But just in case,
I thought you said you were gonna be financially responsible.
I'm so glad you didn't come with us. Don't be sad.
Instead, you choose to bite me.
Keep on living. For the both of us.
Like, no.
Was that
Help.
a memory?
Seems like we were able to salvage something after all.
Like, I don't want to be yummed. Feeling any better, Vic Gemma?
Of course. Seeing him, hearing his voice again, it makes me unbelievably
You got
happy.
2K bits left for September?
It also brings with it an
Yeah,
even
next month
deeper
is September, isn't it?
A deeper pain? Why?
It's like I don't have any plans for September.
Marco was always
I
the
think
type
I'm
to
just
put on a
gonna
brave face.
exist.
But in that moment just now, his hands were shaking, and his smile was forced.
Really?
For all these years, I regretted not being able to fight alongside him to the end. And now I know, at the end of his life, he was thinking the same thing.
Bichama.
Not if I eat you first, Doom Guy. I'm the one with the fireball
Actually,
here. I could
I
flambe
heard
you
Chief
and
Wino
cook you
wasn't
up in a
really
nice
on
little
board with your plan to
stew.
go to the Night Kingdom.
Boil some
When you
fava
asked for my
beans and
help,
a
I hesitated
nice
too.
Chianti.
I knew helping you find your friend's ancient name meant leading you one step closer to danger, but I also understood why you had to try. Everyone has regrets in life, but not everyone gets the chance. Once allowed to fester, guilt strips us of our most valuable qualities as warriors. In that sense, we might as well
You have
choose
lore!
the braver path from the very beginning.
Why did you have lore? A more courageous way? You mean fighting
If
while
I
injured?
could do it all over again, I would have followed Malco to the front lines no matter what. Even with an injured leg, there were still things
No
I could have
lore!
done.
I
That
said
way,
lore!
Even if the outcome stayed the same,
With an
I
L!
still would have fought
Not a V!
alongside him to the end. There are critical junctures in life, and if you don't seize the chance to act,
Yeah, stinky,
there's
yuck.
no going back. That's something
No
I had to
likey.
learn in hindsight. But
Pew.
you're still at the crossroads of your journey, so I hope you can walk away without regrets.
Thank you, Vichama. I feel even more determined now. Kachina will come back to us. I'll make sure of it. I promised I would find her, and I intend to keep that promise.
That's good to hear. Strange.
Oh boy, you've got
My
the
body,
cough.
It's
Once abyssal corrosion enters the body, a portion will fuse itself to your internal organs. Even though the Traveler possesses powers of purification, the corrosion can never be fully eradicated.
Congratulations,
Thanks
you
to
have
him, though,
lupus.
you were only briefly
You did this
exposed.
to yourself.
Slowing your breathing and controlling your
Yeah, he's got the
emotions should help you
incurable
keep the
cough of
symptoms in
death.
check.
He's got ligma.
That does make me feel better. You seem very knowledgeable about all this.
Just speaking from experience, that's all.
Anyway, we've recovered Kachina's ancient name, so we're off to a great start. Let's get
He also said
Vichama back to his
Sugma.
tribe
Oh
and tell Wine
no,
of the
2
good
for
news.
1.
Oh, and apologize for destroying the Spirit Speaker Stone.
When you combine
no
them
choice,
together,
though,
you
so
ligma
he'll
and Sugga
probably
my
understand.
balls.
Right?
Truly a terrible combination. It's taken many of men.
Koichi, are you really gonna just stand there like that?
Now what's
I
eye
don't know what you want
ladies?
from me.
That's a
I think
new
you
one.
know exactly what I'm trying to say, Uncle Wina. I can hear it in your voice.
Honestly, it's
It's
just
like-
one thing after another with you
I
two.
can if I want to.
They're back.
It's like, there's a redeem for that.
What are you doing here?
Oh, thanks for stopping by, Swooshy.
Done
Hello.
with your own
Have a
sister.
good night.
You know exactly why I'm here.
Up, you got me.
My apologies. I just need to borrow Chaska for a few minutes. You come with me.
I'll be just a moment.
Who is that?
Koichi, Chaska's younger sister. Although the two aren't actually related by blood,
Yeah,
it's
good
kind of a long
spooker.
story.
Right, she did call herself Chaska's sister just now, but it feels like there's more to the
It's
story.
not really my story to tell, but I guess it's not a secret. You see, Chaska was actually raised by cuckoosaurs.
She was raised by
afflicted with a rare
dinosaurs?
disease when she was a child and abandoned in the wild.
That's
as a
so
result.
cool!
The Abyss found her out there, all on her own, and tried to devour her. But in the end, all that did was trigger her will to live. That strength of will pushed her to survive. But it also planted a seed of conflict within her. Eventually, she was adopted by the Cuckoosaurs. Wherever they went, she followed, getting into fights right and left.
For some reason, Paimon can totally imagine
Like
that.
the night kid, the wild thornberries got
When Chaska
adopted by
finally returned to
orangutans.
human society, it was Koichi's parents who adopted her. At the time, Chaska still had a habit of
Yeah, the
getting in fights.
Cuckoosaurs.
So Koichi was always taking her around, apologizing to everyone.
Ah, I remember those days. One of those fights was definitely with me. But, you know, kids. You're fighting one minute and your friend's the next. Eventually, she found a way to rein in that desire to fight. And now she's who people call to resolve conflicts. She's known as the Peacemaker. It sounds like she still argues with Koichi, though. Don't siblings usually stop fighting when they get older?
That's partly my fault. Koichi asked me
Yeah,
to
you're
stop Chaska
welcome.
from doing anything dangerous, but you probably know by now, once Chaska makes up her mind, there's no changing it.
Oh, I get it. No wonder you tried to talk us out of going to the Night Kingdom. Chaska even said that wasn't like you.
I'm all for your adventure. You need to take risks when you're young, because by the time you're my age, you couldn't attempt something like that even if you wanted to. Better try now than live with regrets later. That's what I say. Still, I can understand where Koichi's coming from.
Spooky
In the
wookie.
end, nobody wants to sit back and let a loved one put their life on the line.
All right, it's just the two of us now. You have 1 minute to explain yourself.
I don't have anything to say. You don't have to approve, but you should know I only do what's
Like I was
necessary.
raised by
That
Cuckoosaurs.
attitude is exactly the problem. It's like you don't care. You try to sneak off to the Night
It's like
Kingdom
RAR
behind
means
my
I
back
love you
then
and
play it down as if
dinosaur.
it's just a trip abroad.
Well, technically I am going abroad, right?
Again with the excuses.
Have you heard about
We
Concord? Yeah, I
agreed,
heard
didn't we?
it failed.
There are 4 levels of danger. If it's not something
Yeah,
urgent, you
rawr.
can only engage in level 2 danger and below. You can only go up to level
It's not a
3
game I
if
would
the
personally be
situation is
interested in
so dire
anyway,
there's
so it's like, I don't
absolutely
care.
No alternative. But a
I don't
trip
care
to the
about those
Night
pew pew
Kingdom?
shooty kind of
If
games.
that's not a level 4, I don't know
I'm not really into the
going to sneak
AAA
into the place without saying
mainstream. I
What do
like
you
my
mean,
weeb
sneak into the
shit.
place? I always planned on walking in there with my head held high.
You bought off Uncle Wina, didn't you? He promised me he'd stop you from doing anything dangerous. Oh, it's like he didn't even try.
You feel like he went back on his word. What if I told you my mind was made
It's like,
up,
well, if
and there
he
was
said
nothing
no,
could
she
have
probably
done?
would have just
Not even by
chomped
force.
them.
Oh, I knew it! So he did try to say something, but you didn't listen.
This is important. If you were in my shoes, you'd make the same decision.
You don't know that? I'm a doctor, and I handle logistics. If you're going to waltz into a dangerous situation where you could lose control at any moment, it's my duty to say something.
All right, whatever. Anything else?
You... What do you mean, anything else? Why don't you reflect on what you've done and promise me you'll stay put?
Time out. Is this one of our normal arguments or a serious one?
Chaska, does it sound like I'm joking?
Then... you need to know something. What happened to Kachina was partially my fault. I can't leave her there to die. That's not who I am.
Yeah, we didn't actually see what happened when they went to go
When
fight.
you lose
So,
control,
yeah.
That's also not who you are.
What, Doom Guy?
That's a different issue. You said it yourself. A person is only as
Yeah,
good as
no
their
more
means.
head patting and biting.
If I want to live in Natlan, I
You're
need to
starting
display
graduate courses?
qualities that
Ooh,
make me
good for
worthy of
you.
this
Good luck
nation.
with that.
I've also told you that
Yeah, by all
managing your
means,
condition
read.
is equally important.
You can lurk. That's fine.
Sometimes you have
You
to
can
make
just have me open
sacrifices.
another tab while you read or something.
All
Go
right, let's
ahead. Get
stop
your
this here.
studies done. Get
If
your
we keep
knowledge.
going, I might actually have to get serious. And I think Wina prefers his roof attached to his house.
Is that a threat? That sounds like
Yeah,
a
there
threat
you
to
go.
Koichi!
Like, well, you came right in with the biting, you,
Younger
you
sisters
know.
are supposed to listen to their elders.
So, you're really going to go No matter what I say, I'm supposed to be your sister.
Then support me. I'll be back. All you have to do is wait.
Chaska. So, that's it. Why'd you have to turn out to be so darn annoying?
They even gave the NPCs a boost, so it's like, oh yeah, this NPC is related to one of the playable characters. We gotta make her actually look good.
Something you wanted to say?
I know you aren't related by blood, but you two sure are similar.
Really?
You know, I said that very thing to Koichi not too long ago, and she reacted the exact same way, down to the very tone of voice. It's not my place to get involved, but I will say this. Try to spend a little more time with your sister. You're tough kids. That doesn't mean you have to go it alone.
Family.
Anytime. All right. If you're done with the Spirit Speaker Stone, you might as well hand it over. According to Kinich, it's an important ceremonial artifact, so it'd be safer to keep it with me.
Yeah, we fished. We got the bits. Oh wait, but we broke it.
If Bard was here, he could have repaired it just like the Holy Liar.
Yeah, wait, shit, I just remembered. We blew it up.
Remember.
I almost forgot. We blew it up.
Huh?
You explained the sequence of events. It's broken.
I see. Sounds like it was
If it wasn't two pieces before, it is now. Yeah, we just had a small oopsie. An oopsie daisy, if you will.
Still, Citlali's going to be a nightmare to deal with now that you've broken her stuff. I'll explain everything to her later. Stay safe out there in the Night Kingdom, okay? I'll wait here for your safe return.
Okay, next. Back to the lady! Back to the pretty fire lady. Her hair be so crazy. Ooh, she's a spicy lady.
We're back! We found Kachina's ancient name, too!
What happened at the stadium?
Well, it's fairly complicated. Let me give you the condensed version.
You learned the Pyro Archon's battle against the captain as well as her sacrifice.
Again? We can't go anywhere without them causing trouble.
But what if the Fatui finds out you've lost your power? Won't they try to take advantage of the situation?
That's why it has to be our little secret. No one else can know, or we're asking for trouble.
Like, she ran out of battery. She's got to recharge. Someone plug her hair in.
But I won't lie to you. With multiple factions closing in, there's nothing comforting about the situation we're facing.
What game do you want to recommend? I am open to recommendations.
Focus on your goal.
I can't promise anything, but I am open to them.
Matters to me.
I can also step in on the Pyro
Try Goblin? Sure, I can look that up.
There's a limit to what I can accomplish, but I'll help you however I can.
There's no need to be so modest, Yan-san. Your incredible strength has long been a well-known fact. You're the pride of your tribe.
Oh, you got me. I was like, I actually was Googling it. No, how could you betray my trust like that?
So much that you have to worry about.
I actually was Googling it because I thought you were serious.
You have nothing to be sorry about. We all get overwhelmed by our emotions, myself included. Your reaction to Kachina's disappearance, I understand that feeling very well. Well,
the complete
now that we
betrayal.
have Kachina's ancient name, let's go track her down. Follow me.
But imagine if that was actually a game, though. Yeah, that was my first mistake, wasn't it? Like, rule number one of being a streamer. Trust nobody. Not even yourself.
What is this place? Hey, isn't that a
Would it even be about? I don't know. It could be a story about 3 goblins.
Good
and
eye.
each goblin could
This
have a
is
different
where I
skill that
store
you
all the
rotate.
various
So it's
mementos
a
I've
it's a
collected.
trifecta.
Whoa. I've never seen this place before. There's so many things in here.
I actually played there was actually a
Collecting them
GameCube
must have taken
game.
a lot of effort.
Yeah, like trying.
I suppose you
The
could think of
Ed
it
and
as a
Eddie
hobby of
on the
sorts.
GameCube, and you could
In
actually
Natlan,
rotate between the
everyone
3
grows
Eds.
up listening to the
It was a cool
stories
game.
of
I liked
heroes.
it.
And physical items do a far better job of preserving those stories than our own memory. Now, I still have some preparations to make for the ceremony, so feel free to take a look around in the meantime. If you're curious about an item, I'm more than willing to tell you about its origins.
Alright, we'll have a look.
Is it gonna make me investigate? I'ma do some investigating. Hello?
Make sure to handle everything with care.
Yeah. What's that? Belt.
Whoa, that belt is bigger than Paimon's head.
The Collective of Plenty are known for their bodybuilding competitions and contests of strength. This belt is a symbol of great honor within the tribe. The
It's a nice
association
belt.
with strength might also have been the reason the original belt was extremely heavy. It was difficult for even 2 people to lift. And even if a warrior had the strength to put it on, wearing it for any length of time would still leave them.
Yeah, that doesn't
gasping
sound like a
for
very
breath.
good belt.
Sounds like it.
So the owner of the original belt, Kitera, commissioned a craftsman to make a copy identical in appearance but far lighter in weight. That is the belt you see before you. He would often wear this version when training in order to protect his waist.
Or he made a lighter version so he could wear it all the time and show it off.
Hey, that too. Why not? It's his belt. It's a nice belt.
There are so many jars and potions around here. Do they have anything to do with alchemy?
No.
Who bit
Those
you?
belong to the masters
That's a
of
good
the
question.
Nightwind. They're ceremonial tools used to amplify the ability to communicate with the Night Kingdom and the Wyab. Yamaya is an expert in this field, and she taught me a lot. Even though she appears stoic and serious, she actually has a keen sense of humor. The tools you see here are quite traditional. Her students found them outdated,
Yeah, bite
so she
Cosmic all
passed
you
them on to
want.
me.
He likes it.
The contents of the jars aren't all that special. Oh, except the big jar in the middle. That's what she really wanted to give me.
Ooh, must be something really cool. What's inside?
Just
Grape
bite and
juice.
run. Back to your books.
It's quite tasty, although probably expired by now.
Yeah, it's been hanging out there for how many hundreds of years?
This is Atea's talisman.
I'm sure you're familiar with this one already. Atea was rarely ever without it. The talisman brought her a lot of luck in battle.
Oh god, why am I yelling? Oh my god. Ew. Let me look at the fishing equipment. There's a fishing
Hey,
bowl.
there's a fishing rod here. It must have belonged to the people of the springs.
Yeah, my
That's
posture
right.
should be okay.
It belongs to a
Probably.
legendary fisherman named Matavaru. I have his entire
Yeah,
set
very
of fishing
eaters.
equipment, actually. He and I met in a tavern. He told me about a particular kind of giant fish and his meticulous plan to catch it.
Yeah, that's...
In his eyes, I saw a hunger and a strong fighting spirit.
That is my curse, as I am
To
always
him,
eat
the
beef.
sea was the battlefield upon which he staked
Yeah,
his
I think I
honor.
made the right choice to roll back.
Did he do it?
Like I said,
The next
there's
time I
probably
saw
it's
him,
probably
he
gonna
was
cause
covered
some
in
minor
scars.
issues. Like right now,
It turned out the fish he
I can't
sought
do
had
a
been
couple of things on my
corroded
stream
by
deck,
the
but I can try
abyss.
fixing that. That's
He
not a big
managed to
deal.
kill the fish, but
If I can't do it on my stream deck, I can just do it
sustained a
manually on
serious
OBS
injury in
itself,
the
so that's not a big
process,
loss.
which meant he
I'd
could
rather do
never
that
go
than have to
deep-sea
worry about
fishing
fucking
again.
disconnecting all the
The
time.
fisherman claimed victory if he fails to bring back
So yeah,
his
we'll see.
catch. That's what he asked me in the end.
Well, Paimon thinks he won.
That was my answer as well. The experience was far more valuable than the prize itself.
Because it is
In
pretty
the
much
end,
the
he
solution to
didn't
any
want his
OBS
tools to
update
go
that's
to
not
waste,
working out. It's just going
so he
back to
gave
an
them
older
to me.
version at the cost of
you
minor
also know how to
issues.
fish.
Maybe we
No, I
can go
wasn't on an
head-to-head
experimental
sometime.
branch. I was on the latest version, but the latest version has a new feature that Twitch doesn't like.
The powder still needs some time to settle, so let's wait a little longer. Well,
Yeah, it is weird.
What do you think of my collection?
It's one of those
Do you
things
feel like you
where
have a better
OPS was trying to
understanding of
make
Natlan's
stuff
culture now?
better,
Yeah.
but when
Each item
combined
represents a
with
different story.
Twitch's
Seems
incompetency,
like
just made
Natlan's
everything
really
worse.
been through a lot.
It's all Twitch's fault.
Does every item hold a special memory, just like Atea's talisman?
That's right. The items in my collection actually serve a similar purpose to the ancient names passed down among the tribes. They demonstrate the true shape of time.
The shape of time?
Most people perceive time as a linear concept, almost like a straight line that can only move forward. We cannot change the past or predict the future. But there's also a different theory, one that I believe to be closer to the truth.
Oh boy,
Namely,
please don't get us into
that the
time
past,
travel.
present,
No time travel,
and
please.
future all exist at once.
At once?
No multiverses, no time travel.
Understands.
Let's say your journey ended right now. Thinking back on your experience in each nation, which one would you say was the most important?
All of them.
Exactly. Even at the end of your journey, the things you experienced along the way.
Yeah, the big ball of
don't
timey-wimey
cease to
stuff. I don't
exist.
want it. I don't want
They
the
become part
timey-wimey
of
ball.
Who you are.
Yeah, we
Take
have a
out
story that
portion of
doesn't
that
have
journey,
time
and
travel
you would
or
likely make very
multi-universes
different
or
decisions,
anything.
and
Please,
eventually arrive
I just
at
want a
very
normal story.
different destination. The future is the same way. It exists even though it has yet to come to pass. We just lack the means to perceive it. Of course, there are those with the power to foresee the future. They simply call it by a different name. Fate. You're quite familiar with that concept, I would
We've
imagine.
seen people defy fate before.
That does kind of.
Therefore, your argument is invalid.
The future hasn't happened.
Yeah, exactly. Not every
but
story needs it.
already exists.
Humanity excels at living in the present, but too often we forget the past and neglect the future.
So ancient names record the past.
While the pilgrimage and the Night Warden Wars lead us to a better future. Only by uniting the people of Natlan across countless eras can we fight back against an enemy as formidable as the Abyss. To come up with such a set of rules, the first Pyro Archon must have possessed a level of insight I can only imagine.
So the first Pyro Archon created the rules of Natlan.
That's correct. At first, he was a mortal man with no special power. After he ascended to the divine throne, he used it to borrow power
Yeah,
from
Legacy
the
of
heavens and
Cain.
establish the rules of Natlan.
Sounds familiar,
Namely,
but I
a
don't think I know that
framework
one.
through which ordinary people can ascend to Archonhood. By holding the pilgrimage, we're able to determine the strongest among us. And when that person ascends to the divine throne, their inner flame will awaken. In addition, the sacred flame will grant them significant knowledge and memory of this land. After all, that's how I came to know everything I just told you.
So literally
So
passing
it
down
all
the
comes
torch.
down to
Got
the
it.
power of the divine throne and the rules. Wait, is that a family portrait?
Huh, I see.
Yes, that's my mother, father, younger sister, and the little saurians we raised. I turned a piece of my dad's leather armor into a canvas and commissioned a famous artist to paint our likeness.
Wowee!
Your sister is so cute! It looks like the two of you are really close.
I bet she's
I was having a hard time
dead.
thinking of an Archon as an ordinary person, but seeing this portrait, it kind of makes sense now. It really doesn't look like there was anything special about you before. Oh, wait, is Paimon allowed to say that?
A little
No.
late for that question, don't you think?
Yeah.
Sorry, Paimon's so sorry. Paimon's mouth works faster than her brain sometimes.
Paimon, you gotta think a little.
It's all right. I'd never get upset over something like that. No matter what others may say, my past is a precious part of my identity. I'm forever proud of the life I used to lead. Becoming the Archon doesn't mean you sever ties.
It
with
is
your
interesting
family.
how this nation
The
works
position
differently
just
from the others. It's
comes
like with the
with a
other
lot
ones,
of
it was like,
responsibilities.
hey, I'm your god
So it
now.
impacts
Well,
how
this was
often you get
like,
to see them.
I worked my way up
My
to becoming
father made
god.
the most delicious stew, so my sister would often bring me a large pot of his cooking, and we would sit on a blanket and eat it together. One time, we didn't close the door securely, and the saurians we were raising ran into the room and knocked over the entire pot. My sister immediately burst into tears. The two troublemakers were going for the meat, but when they saw my sister's distress, they froze on the spot. I still remember the way they laid there, sulking like a pair of children, even after making such a mess. It was frustrating, but in the end, all I could do was comfort my sister and move on.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's like, you forgave them just like that?
Isn't that what being a family is all about? I think about that story a lot, actually. As the Archon, I made a vow to defend
Not right
this
now.
nation. And experiences like that,
I could always Google it later.
they remind me exactly what I'm trying to protect.
Well, what happened after that? This portrait looks pretty old. Your sister must be all grown up by now, right?
I
She's
believe she
probably
ended up working as an
dead.
architect and artist. She built many houses and crafted many beautiful works of art. Anyway, that's enough about me. Now that the powder is settled, we can begin. Ian-san, Mulani, Chaska.
Yeah, you
over
could
here,
post it
please.
in Discord or something.
Place the ancient name up there, and then we'll begin.
Yeah, it's like, we gotta focus on reviving the Benoy. That's... Like, we gotta revive the Benoy!
Surely as the echoes of life resound through heaven and earth, so too shall our stories remain eternal. Ancient name, take us to your fated bearer. Allow her to answer our call.
Hey, there she is!
Am I hallucinating again?
Kachina, are you okay?
Huh? I'm not seeing things in my...
Yeah, baby girl! She's alive!
Is playing tricks on me again?
It's okay, Kachina. It's just us. We're trying to find a way to bring you back.
Everyone, you have to listen to me.
The floor's all yours.
I've been investigating the Night Kingdom this entire time, and I figured out what's wrong. The Wyab is being affected by the Abyss. I was waiting for the Wyab to send me back, but then this really strong monster came in and it almost killed me.
Well, that's not good. We gotta save her from the big, scary monster.
The Wyab saved me, even though its power is weakening. So I've been hiding from the monsters while trying to find a way to help. The Night Kingdom has become a huge mess, though. I keep hearing these awful sounds and seeing really horrible things.
Oh no.
Don't listen to those sounds, Kachina. The Abyss is trying to strip you of your sanity. All you need to do is stay safe and wait for us. We'll be there shortly.
Yeah, we'll go save the baby.
I feel so much better now that I've had the chance to talk to you guys. You don't need to worry about me. I've never been strong or special at all, really. So I don't blame anyone for forgetting about me or leaving me behind. Just knowing you care is more than enough.
Shut up, we're saving you. You're a baby.
I'll find a
We
way
always
back.
save the baby.
You don't have to put yourselves in danger to come rescue me.
Stop it, we're gonna go save you.
You're always like this, Kachina. Now's not the time to act tough. We're coming for you, and that's final.
Yeah, you tell
I
her.
don't know what
We're gonna
lies
save the
Abyss
baby.
has been feeding you, but I'll tell you something right now. Nobody here sees you as a burden.
Yeah.
You're a victor of
Positive
the Night Warden Wars,
affirmation.
a hero of Natlan.
Blow past the
All you need to do
insecurities.
is wait for us to rescue you, and you'll get all the applause and recognition you deserve.
I'm really scared. Everything's so dark and creepy here. And I want to go home.
Well, what are we standing here for? Where are you? Where can we find you?
I don't want you to put yourselves in danger because of me. I don't want to hold anyone back ever again.
All you need to do is
Yeah,
place
we're
your
trying to
trust in
save
us,
her.
just like you always have.
We gotta find
no
her.
one fights alone. We're not leaving you behind. Not ever.
Yeah, we're so close. We can't call it quits now.
Oh no!
Looks like we've lost contact. Now comes the most dangerous part. You have to traverse the Night Kingdom in your physical form.
Well, let's go. Let's go beat up
This
the
entrance to the Night
monster.
Kingdom was
Let's
left
like, what
behind
are we
after
standing
an
around
abyssal
here
invasion.
for?
Even a brief amount of time in...
I know.
I don't care about the lupus.
And I wish you all the best. I'll tell Koichi to be ready just in case. She's very experienced in dealing with abyssal corruption. That face you just made. Don't tell me you two got into another argument.
They totally did.
No, I just feel bad for creating more work for her.
I'll go with them too, Archon. The more people, the stronger the party.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you so much for your help, everyone.
Hell yeah, join us, Goblin
It really means
Girl.
a lot that you're willing to brave these dangers with me. And there's no time to lose, so let's get going.
Now that I've lost my power, I won't be able to provide much practical support. But I can still keep an eye on the situation from here. Eon-san, I know it's unlikely, but if you encounter a situation you can't handle...
That won't happen.
I hope not.
Let's go!
Be careful out there.
Let us go to the place in the Night Kingdom so we can save the baby who is so small and lost. We have to save her at any cost, 'cause she's a small baby. She tries her best, but this isn't a test. We gotta save the small baby. Maybe we can save the small baby. Alright, let's go. Dungeon time. Woo! Yeah, I can read it when I have a moment.
So we're underneath Natlan right now? It looks nothing like Paimon was imagining.
That's because in the distant past, Natlan was home to an incredibly advanced civilization ruled by dragons. Humans only established their own society after the fall of the dragons.
Yeah, Nubula would like to have a word about that.
Ruins?
I don't think she's talking about the Saurians. I think she means actual dragons.
You mean like the elemental
Yeah, we're in the dungeon to go find the Benoy.
Yes, a really
Gotta do
long
some
time
dungeon
ago.
crawling.
Very few records have survived until now, so no one really knows what the devices here are for. These ruins have been abandoned for a long time. But with the recent increase in abyss activity, the installations around here have somehow been activated again.
So what you're saying is, we're not in for an easy trip to the Night Kingdom.
No. It's going to be obstacle after obstacle from here on out.
Just what I wanted to hear. Violence, let's go!
Nothing like that. It's creeping Paimon out.
It's the pre-adventure excitement kicking in, right guys?
Of course. I'm eager to get started.
Adventurers live for moments like
Then
these.
let's go. We won't let anything stand in our way.
Yeah, let's go! Yeah, time for
Seems like the road
Moide.
ends here. How should we get across?
It's like, well, you see, I turn into a
I think you could stand to
Benoy.
build up your endurance, Paimon.
Let me see if I can remember how to...
Paimon thought you were a warrior from the collective of planning.
There we go.
Well, that goes without
It's like, this thing works a
But
little
I
weird.
actually work as a sports coach. I provide professional guidance for many of Natlan's popular sports. And
There we go.
I don't just mean physical training. I design nutrition plans as well.
Ah, so basically no sugar, no soft drinks, no grilled meat. Yeah, we'll be here all day if you list them out one by one. It's much
Oh boy!
Those guys look familiar.
We fought them before. Let's go. Show no mercy.
Like, oh, I won't.
Be sanctified.
They go roar.
The wind knows me.
May I present?
See? Easy. Like, ew, I actually had to be serious. Woo, let's go! Stream time!
Oh, the place we need to go seems really high up.
Swimming shark doo 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 doo.
Oh, it's revealed.
I was about to say that seemed a little too easy, but it's like, but wait, there's more. Here's another wave. Another wave of monsters for you, sir. Unlock the thing to push the button. And enter the little portal. Like, look at me dig. Like, so convenient.
Silence! The tides beckon.
The wind knows me.
They gotta bring out the big boys. Like, look what they need to mimic a fraction of my power. Alright, easy peasy so far. We love a nice linear dungeon. Yeah, Invincible is a good show. Have you seen the newest season yet? Yeah, I have watched it. I'm all caught up. I even watched the Adam Eve prequel.
To it. Easy for you to say.
You have? Well, that's good. Yeah, no, it's really good. I want more seasons. When we'll get more seasons? I don't know. It could take like another 2 years.
This must be the entrance the Pyro Archon told us about.
Yes. There's something in the depths of this place that feels familiar, yet also foreign.
We actually have to go in there?
Yes, Paimon.
Okay, Paimon just needs to psych herself up. Don't push her through before
Yeah, the prequel was fun. I liked seeing her. I liked seeing her grow and develop and nearly decimate those two guys. Being like, yeah, I'm just gonna completely change you.
Hey, you don't have to drag Paimon. You're pulling
Well, at least you
hard.
did some reading. You did your productions.
Night Kingdom.
Very good job. You earned yourself a nice Eep Doom guy. Very good job.
It looks so different.
Yeah, her
from
parents
what I
sucked.
imagined in the stories.
There's abyssal energy
That
everywhere.
overflow of energy is probably what.
From this point forward,
oops,
everything we know about the real world no longer applies.
Yeah, she could
Anything
have.
can happen here.
It's like she could have done a lot, but you
How we're
know,
gonna make it out.
it do just
We
be like
obviously
that.
Can't go back the way we came.
Do you see that patch of light on the ground? It's shining down from that fissure in the sky.
Oh yeah. Right
Yeah,
in
rest
front
well,
of
Doom
us.
guy.
So that's coming from up there? Oh, it's so high up. Did we really
Not
fall
the
that
bug
far down?
herpes. Just like I said, our real-world knowledge doesn't apply here. We fell all this way, yet came out completely unscathed. If this was the real world,
It's like, no,
we'd
I
have to climb
don't.
our way back up to the entrance. But here, all we have to do is stand underneath the light and offer a prayer.
That's it?
It's like, don't try it now.
Right, we still got a job to do.
So that means all we need to do is find Kachina and bring her to this location.
Exactly. This light is streaming in from the real world. It's a link between the two realms.
The terrain looks difficult to navigate, and the visibility's not great either. How are we supposed to find Kachina in these conditions?
Yeah, these floating
It's like,
black
just
things don't look super
Just call
friendly
out for
either.
her.
Those
Have
are
her
all
appear.
manifestations of abyssal power. Be careful.
Ghost! A talking ghost!
Hello? Mr.
Calm
Ghost
down,
Man?
I'm here to help. You're the ones who helped Vichama, right?
Wait, does that mean you're...
Yes, I'm Vichama's friend, Malco. I was completely lost to this realm until I sensed a mysterious
Malco!
power
Your
calling
friend
out
has
to me.
lupus, so he'll be joining you soon enough.
It's like it was seeking me out, attempting to reassemble the pieces of who I used to be. Of course, it could only do so much. I'm sorry I can only appear before you in this imperfect form.
No, we should be the ones apologizing. If the Spirit Speaker's stone hadn't become corrupted by the Abyss, we could have done much more, but we had to destroy it. Otherwise, Vichama and his tribe would have been in danger.
Of course. Thank you for protecting him. I never imagined that, even after all these years, he'd still take such a risk for me.
Well, you
Under the
know,
power of
survivor's
the stone,
guilt.
it felt like our souls were connected. Turns out even our regrets were exactly the same.
Whether in triumph or death, you want your best friend by your side.
Exactly. That may not be in the cards for us, but it's not too late for you. You're looking for a young girl from the Children of Echoes, right? She's being chased by an embodiment of abyssal power.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to go beat it
I'm
up.
still in this form, so follow me. Be careful. This place has been severely corroded by the abyss.
Paimon didn't realize it had
What'd you
gotten
just
this
realize?
It's like a seething volcano ready to engulf our world at any moment.
Why did Doomer start? Oh god. Ow.
Go on. Stick close to me. My power will be able to ward off attacks for the time being.
He's been replaced with a Bedbug clone. Oh no, that's terrible. It would explain so much though.
We won't be able to keep this up. Let's try another route.
You're the one that usually told him not to let the bedbugs bite, and so he became the bedbug. So, does that make it your fault?
Not good.
It's never
More
your
monsters.
fault, of course.
We shouldn't waste
Silly
our
me,
time
what
on
was
them.
I thinking?
Settle down.
It's like, silly me. Who was I to think of you possibly being responsible for such unruly behavior? Even though you were also biting me earlier. Give me a trolley problem. Sure, I love trolley problems.
Can't see anything.
It's easy to get lost here. Just stick close.
Like, probably after this cutscene, I'm gonna take my break. Depending on what happens.
Did you hear that?
What?
Never mind. It was probably just my imagination.
Don't scare Paimon like that.
I heard it too. It was a voice from the Abyss.
I do have Ham Ham emotes. They're buried in there somewhere.
Doesn't matter. It certainly doesn't harbor good intentions.
But I remember Go Pee. It's like, I remember you could actually do that to people in that game.
Paimon just heard it too. Let's keep going. Paimon wants to get out of this place.
Oh, there she is. There's the Benoy. Yeah, she's being attacked by bad doggies. And ghosts. Not the ghosts. Anything but the ghosts.
We're here, Kachina. Oh, honey, you made it.
Looks like our reunion will have to wait until we take care of these monsters.
Good idea. Let's go.
Yeah, let's fight. Like, don't.
Oh, it's revealed.
Silence!
It's like, I don't. It's like, I didn't need her to fight those things. I'm plenty packed.
Thank you so much. That monster can appear from anywhere. It almost caught me a bunch of times. The YF's power helped keep me hidden, so I just tried to stay out of sight until you got here.
Had a girl. You did so well. And most importantly, you weren't hurt.
Should we start heading back then?
It's like,
Actually,
probably,
I have a
yeah.
request. Will
Get
you come
out.
visit the YF with me?
The sooner you get out, the less bullshit you'll have to
Exactly
deal
put it
with.
into words, but something's wrong with the Ode of Resurrection. And I know it has something to do with the contamination from the Abyss.
That was the Pyro Archon's theory as well. Everything we've seen here certainly seems to back it up.
In the Night Kingdom, there are 6 main totem poles representing the Wyab of each tribe. You can think of them like the body of each Wyab. Additional totem poles, like the ones around here, serve as proxies to which the Wyab can extend their consciousness.
Okay, but...
There are countless proxies scattered around the Night Kingdom. Through them, the Wyab can extend their consciousness over the entire realm and track down souls no matter where they roam. But if a proxy were to become severely contaminated, then a soul could become lost within the Night Kingdom.
So...
Judging
fix
by the
it.
current situation, I don't think we're dealing with just one contaminated proxy. Even if we could drive back the abyssal power from one of them, that probably wouldn't even put a dent in the problem.
Still, we can't just leave the YF to suffer. It's protected me this whole time.
Saving one is better than saving none at all.
I agree. We might even manage to draw out the monster that's been hunting Kachina. Getting rid
Yeah, it's
of
like
the
they're probably
monster
all
might slow down the
contaminated. We're probably gonna have to
deterioration of the Night
purify every single one.
Kachina? What's wrong?
Nothing. Just a headache. And that voice again, telling me to abandon the YF and leave this place. Maybe we really should leave. Kachina's already been here for too long.
Yeah, let's get out of here. We can always just come back.
No, I'm fine. I don't plan on listening to that nonsense. I can hold on.
Where's the totem
Just
bowl?
up ahead. I'll lead the way. Besides, I can still fight, so please, help me out a little longer.
Listen to me, Kachina. We'll come with you, but that's because we want to help the YUB. Not because we have something to prove. You don't have anything to prove either. It's okay if you reach your limit. We'll be there for you.
All right. The sooner we get this done, the better.
We've
Yeah.
already come all this
Get
way,
this shit done.
so we might as well try to get to the bottom of this.
Let's go. This way.
I'll stay here and try to stall the Abyss monster.
All by yourself? That's too dangerous.
It's all right. I may not be as strong as that monster, but I'm definitely more familiar with the
Yeah,
area.
Domomar, welcome. By all means, lurk. Hello.
I don't have much time left. If you're anything like my friend, I'm sure you're not particularly fond of goodbyes. So go. Achieve your goal. And return to the world where you belong.
Thank you for...
You're a true hero.
Thank you. No one fights alone.
Yeah, teamwork and stuff. Anyway,
Does your head still hurt?
I-
Let me help you walk.
there we go. Do it that way. All right. I'm gonna take my bathroom break now, so I will be right back. Yee. I have a change. Hey. Okay. Domo Ikujo, welcome. How you doing? Just in time for me coming back from my break.
I'm fine. You should know I'm made of stronger
Yeah, it was
stuff
fine.
than that.
You know. I did read your thing on the Discord. That was pretty bonkers.
Wyabb, I'm back.
Wyabb?
My friends and I are here to heal you. Wyabb, can you hear me?
So we were right. The contamination is already too severe. It's preventing the Wyabb from answering our calls. All right, get
They
ready,
got
everyone.
too much.
Time to purge
Their
the
ears
abyssal
are clogged. They
energy from this
can't
place.
hear us. I'll help too.
Careful. We've got company.
Oh, hello.
You really think that puny soul could slow me down? Courage in the face of futility is pure folly. He tried to get in my way, so I disposed of him.
Why would you do that?
You killed Malcolm?
No!
He would have dispersed with or without me. Rather than worrying about him, I would urge you to focus on yourself. You may have defeated others of my kind in the past, but underestimate me now, and it will be to your peril.
Are you the one behind all of this?
No. The power of the abyss is intoxicating. The destruction it seeks captivates like a masterful work of art. I strive only for the opportunity to see it up close. I thought this naive little girl was an exception, but it turns out humanity is full of lambs willing to offer themselves up to the slaughter.
Hey, we're trying to bring her back, dude.
That is the tragedy of your
It's like
short
we're
lives.
trying to
You
undo that
understand
shit.
nothing of all-encompassing power. Ancient names, pride, friendship, all empty ideas invented to give you a false sense of self-worth. They possess no power at all. The Pyro Archon created those grandiose ideals out of pure selfishness. Anything to avoid sharing power. Anything to avoid handing over the primordial gift to ordinary people like you. Don't believe me? Then ask yourself, why is the Pyro Archon strong beyond measure, while you, Kachina, remain so pathetically weak?
She's trying her best.
Kachina.
It's like she's trying her
Give me your
best. Don't
hand.
be mean.
Feel that? I'm right here next to you.
Oh geez, I gotta sneeze.
Lonnie. You're right. I have nothing to fear. Because
Bless
I'm
me.
not alone anymore.
Ugh.
You're right. Maybe comforting ideals don't have any power. But you also couldn't be more wrong. You've never had to work for your
Yeah,
own
she's a
strength, so you will
patootie.
never understand the true
A
source of
goody
our power.
patootie.
What?
The courage we have to stand before you and not back down, it comes from our friendship.
Yeah,
The power
friendship.
lies not in the ideal itself, but in our commitment to upholding that ideal, and in our decision to stand together and fight.
Well said.
Let's go, Kachina.
Thumbs up.
It shouldn't take more than two of us to handle an enemy like this.
Sorry in advance, but you
It's like,
deserve
I
what's
have a
coming to
fully
you.
built team. Let me just kick his ass.
There aren't many in Natlan who can beat us when we're together. It's time he got a taste of that kind of power.
Are they gonna force me to use both of them? Oh, come on.
New surfboard? Check this out.
Like, I get it. It's for story, but I want to just use my team. I already used them in their main story for their stuff already.
Shabam!
Whatever, at least I'm winning. There we go. Got it. Like, it wasn't hard. I just would have preferred if I used my team for it, but you know. Story. Nice job!
That's what he gets for underestimating you two.
Yeah, wouldn't be a challenge. I get it. Character development.
This makes me so unbelievably happy.
It's like, I get why they did it. It doesn't mean I like
We
it.
really are unstoppable.
Huh? What's happening?
Oh.
My ancient name is glowing? But I thought I didn't bring it with me.
I think you're about to level up.
It's probably a projection from the real world. But that doesn't explain why it's glowing all of a sudden.
Wait, does that mean you're...
Oh. Louis.
That was a bold move, diving headfirst into the fire to save
Oh.
your friend, especially in a place so overrun with abyssal corruption. Still, seeing you pull it off was really something.
Hello.
Everything you said was exactly
Oh, he's big.
right.
Why is he big?
As isolated individuals,
He's
who
a
stand no
giant.
chance against the power of the abyss. It took years' worth of scars and lots of unnecessary suffering for me to understand that for myself. The Pyro Archon's plan will unite us as one. Everyone has a part to play.
Fair.
Only then will we have the power to defeat the strongest of foes.
Yeah, teamwork makes dream work.
Who are you?
Tupac, a warrior from the people of the
Tupac?
Springs. I fought against the Abyss during the invasion 500 years ago.
Yo, we back from the dead.
I've heard that name before. You were the giant who saved all of Natlan.
Yeah, it's Tupac.
Since you were able to awaken my words,
He's ready to
from
lay
your
down some
ancient
sick
name,
beats.
that means you have fully embodied the aspirations of the Wyab. Under the name Umoja, you shall unite the
Yeah, he's just
tribes
been hanging out with Elvis in the
save
bathrooms the
Natlan
entire
from its
time.
impending doom.
Me?
As long as blood
Me?
still runs through your veins, even the tiniest spark of steel against stone can ignite a flame. Its blaze will become one with our vision for Natlan. Even amid everlasting darkness, our bonds remain eternal.
Cool. Come back, Tupac. At least tell us the name of your next album.
What's wrong, Moalani?
Ah, so
Whoa, she glowing.
many memories. My brain was just flooded with everything he once knew.
Boo.
So that's what happened.
What do you mean? Did you just figure something out?
500 years ago, they foresaw the very crisis we're facing now. Efforts to save Natlan started all the way
Yeah,
back
she
then.
looked really cute glowing like
We
that.
can go over the details once we
I'm like,
get
can I
back.
give you an
We
alternate
shouldn't linger
outfit?
here longer than we have to.
Does that mean you already know about the whole
I
thing?
know bits and pieces, but I
Yeah,
had
she
no
didn't glow
idea
for very
Moalani
long,
was also
unfortunately.
part of the plan.
This sounds like something that's going to need a lot of explaining. Let's focus on saving the Wyab first.
Yeah, power! Through our powers combined.
Okay, that should be enough. Wyab? Wyab? Can you hear me?
I hear your voice, Kachina, my dear child.
Great. Well then, I'm afraid it's time to say goodbye.
I just wanted to make sure you were okay before we leave, but we can't afford to stay here any longer. I was going to ask why you bestowed an ancient name upon someone like me, but
It's because you're cute. You can stop.
I'll never stop trying to improve my strength. One day, I'll live up to the hero you saw in me.
There you go. That's the spirit.
You are already an outstanding child in my eyes, Kachina. No matter what happens. You are all my most beloved children. It has always been my honor to protect and nurture you. Your ancient name is just that. A name. Much like your parents chose to name you Kachina, I also gave you a name, but it need not define you.
I could define you with a name. Baby.
Focus on who you want to be. You are already worthy of your name. Now, you need only devote yourself to becoming a better you. The story of your ancient name is for you to continue. Just like your parents, my love for you will never change. No matter what the future holds.
Aw, I'm sure she loves you too, giant glowing rock.
Thank you, Wyatt.
It gladdens me to see the Pyro Archon's plan move another step towards completion. But it is time for you to leave this place. The situation here is getting worse. Go now, my children. Save Natlan on behalf of all you hold dear.
I know we've never met before, Wyatt, but I just wanted to say thank you for encouraging Kachina. It was exactly what she needed to hear. Whoa! What's going on? An earthquake?
Oh boy.
We're out of time. It's the power of the abyss. Quick!
Whoa, shit! The walls are closing in. Run! Oh god!
It's a Sealy! The Sealy opened the way for us!
Baby! It's a baby. I love the little glowing babies. Hello, little glowing baby. Thank you for the air. Goodbye, glowing baby. Oh, jeez. Yeah, what's the trolley problem? Give me a trolley problem. I love trolley problems.
The opening in the sky! It's closing! We need to hurry, or we'll be stuck here.
You see a trolley head up towards a square dancing group. You pull a lever, you divert it on the sidetrack. Or confuse the old man is trying to figure out how to get home. The old man is innocent, unlike the square dancers who are guilty of square dancing. What do you do? Just let it happen.
Watch out for the falling rocks! Quick, through the middle!
It's like they chose the square dance on the railroads. That's what they get. The old man is just confused and probably has dementia. So yeah, condemn the square dancers. Woo, spark. Yeet! Yes, have the Giga Drill pierce the heavens. Yeah, it's what they get for square dancing. Oh shit. Oh no, we actually failed. Wow. Damn. It actually closed. We're trapped. Oh wait, JK, never mind. The ceiling, the sky's just gonna fucking shatter instead. Whoa! Hey! This girl is on fire!
You've done
Piercing the heavens! Yeah, hot lady to the rescue! Let's fucking go! Hell yeah! Oh god, why am I getting? Ah!
We're back. The Pyro Art, but
oops.
She's not here.
How'd she regain her strength?
Didn't she say she used it all up?
She's still in the speaker's chamber. What we saw in the Night Kingdom was just her consciousness.
So you're saying her consciousness did all that?
I mean, it's still
Every great
hot.
display of power comes at a price.
Stop coughing, no!
You must feel terrible, Kachina.
Just hold on.
Yeah, get her to a
We'll get
doctor.
you to a
Give her some
doctor
cough
soon.
medicine. Get her some
Let's get
chicken
back to
noodle
the stadium.
soup.
The Pyro
Would you like
Archon
some
said she'd have a doctor
crackers?
waiting for us.
I recommend getting a full checkup.
Yeah, check my
Just to
posture.
make sure no damage gets left behind.
I'm probably not shrimping.
Paimon feels okay. What about you, Traveler?
I'm completely fine because I have plot armor.
Right. You always seem to do pretty well against the Abyss.
Let's get going.
Yeah, it's like I'm somehow immune to the Abyss. Considering I could absorb its corruption and everything,
Right.
I'm sure that won't be
Mentioned
important
something
later
about the Pyro
on.
Archon's plan. What is it exactly?
I'll let her explain everything. We're all a part of the plan now.
Like, watch that be an important plot
Every
point in
move
like
we
2
make
years.
From here on out, will decide Natlan's ultimate.
Yeah, let's go. It's like, point made, back to fire, lady. Hello, fire lady. Is the Abyss new? No, it's always been part of the plot. It's like, the Abyss has always been there.
There's a lot less stuff here than before.
Like, no, the Abyss is actually
It's good to see you all
important.
here in one piece. I know you must have a lot of questions, but let Koichi check you over first. It's best not to let any lingering effects of the Abyss go
Women and
unsheathed.
children first.
Thank goodness you made it back. I came here as soon as the Pyro Archon told me about your plan. Take a seat, everybody. I'll examine you one by one.
Despite the short stint in the Night Kingdom, they all have some degree of abysmal contamination. Yeah, women, children, and twinks. Oh no, they're all contaminated. But thanks to Chiyo's extensive experience treating abyssal contamination, harmful effects will not be permanent. The treatment also relieves Kachina's symptoms. But yeah, I pulled up the wiki really quick. So basically, the Abyss, it's one of the 3 worlds of Tevat. It's a mysterious region of endless darkness located both beyond and beneath Tevat, which is like the main, that's the name of the planet, I guess you could say. Described as an entirely different world. Creatures that are endemic to the Abyss, and then there's creatures that live there like the Rift Wolves, so... It's like its own unworldly, it's like its own realm that's like evil and stuff. That's like a good way to explain it, I guess. Like it's like nothing good ever comes from the Abyss, only bad things. Yeah, it's basically the underworld, exactly. That's a good way to put it.
That should do it for now. But just to be safe, I'll perform another checkup in a couple of days. I have to say, though, I've never seen anyone react to the Abyss like you, Traveler. It's like you're completely immune to its power.
It's because I am.
Been special like that. He can even purify its power.
Yeah, just have
Wait,
seen
now that
it.
you mention it, Paimon doesn't think she's affected either.
We don't know why, though. It's
Given
almost
the
like we
current
have
situation,
celestial powers that
that
might make us
ability will
immune or
likely play
something.
a
I don't
great
know.
role in the events to come.
We'll find out in like 2
Of course.
years.
I still have patients to see, so I'll head out.
Thank you, Koichi.
All right. We might not see eye to eye, but we both had good intentions. Just give it time. I'm sure we'll figure things out between us one day.
Yeah.
Yay, they made up.
All right. There's so much to discuss, I don't even know where to begin. You've seen it for yourselves now. The devastation in the Night Kingdom. I'll get straight to the point. Natlan is on the verge of destruction. It's very possible our nation has less than a year before total devastation.
Well, that's not good.
No. That can't be true, can it?
Less than a year.
That's right.
But I've only ever disclosed that fact to the handful of people working with me to save this nation. Our looming destruction is not a recent development, but the inevitable conclusion of the disaster the Abyss initiated 500 years ago.
Mulan told us a little bit about that.
500 years ago, all the nations of Teyvat were invaded by the Abyss. Unlike the other nations, Natlan never had
just put him in your
stable and
party.
deep-rooted ley lines, so we suffered the worst of the invasion. The battle against the Abyss was exceedingly long.
It's like you just put him in your party, you run off, and everything's fine.
Victory came at the cost of our civilization and countless lives. Even then, it took centuries of solving the disasters caused by the Abyss to finally achieve the peace we know today. And still, this is but a superficial victory. The forces of the Abyss have merely been driven back underground. Their threat to Natlan remains as real as ever.
I'd never have guessed.
The problems plaguing the Night Kingdom are all the more complicated because that realm is essentially functioning as Natlan's ley lines. Immediately after the war, our calculations estimated that we would have a maximum of 500 years before the Night Kingdom was completely lost to the Abyss.
Wow,
But
what
at that
perfect
time,
timing!
We were a nation of the destitute. Our people
We
no
just
longer
happen to be here
believed in
right as the
victory,
nation's about to fall
nor did they hold
apart.
hope for the future. Our civilization was dying, our faith crumbling, and the line of power passed down from the Wayab nearly severed. If we didn't bring the nation back together, it would be foolish
definitely
to
not a
even dream
coincidence.
of defeating the Abyss in the future. So, the Archon had
when
a
is it
long
ever a
and involved
coincidence?
discussion
Never.
with the heroes of each tribe, and finally came up with a 500-year-long plan to save Natlan.
So that's what happened. After finding Kachina, I encountered a strange figure who gave me a series of new memories. Since the plan was mentioned in those memories, I guess I've been chosen to play an important role in it. But
Yeah,
there's
you're
still
gonna be
something
one
I
of
don't
the
understand.
heroes.
Those memories showed me the Pyro Archon from back then. And it was you.
Huh? But that doesn't make any sense. The Pyro Archon is supposed to be human. It's impossible for a human to live that long.
Yeah,
That's
about
right.
that.
The hardest thing for humans to overcome has always been time, or rather, the natural limitations of our lifespan. A god can extend a human's life by using a certain amount of divine power, or subjecting them to a curse.
Yeah,
But,
Fiorina
as we
went
all
through
know,
that.
Natlan
It wasn't
doesn't
great.
have gods like that. We can only rely on our own methods. A human life is like a flame destined to be extinguished. 500 years ago, I placed my life within the sacred flame. Only by dying before my time could I have the chance to wake up again.
So she's a
So,
phoenix.
in other
Got
words,
it.
This is your second life?
This is all part of the plan?
Yes. We only managed to defeat the Abyss all those years ago because
She's
the
a phoenix
tribes came
rising
together
up from
as
the
one.
ashes.
If the Natlan of the future was to
Absorbing
have a
the
fighting
flames.
chance, the Pyro Archons that came after the war had to rebuild the decimated tribes.
Reincarnation.
The goal was to reunite the people and restore the strength of each tribe's Wayab. Once a tribe was back to its full strength, the tribe's Wayab would select a hero,
oh my god,
indicating the tribe was once again ready for war. The Chosen would then stand by my side in defense of our nation, just like great heroes of old 500 years ago.
So that means I'm one of the Chosen?
Yeah, Maxie.
That's right. You bear the ancient name Umoja.
It's like,
the same one
congratulations,
held
you're
by
the chosen
hero
one.
From your tribe 500
You got
years ago.
fire
It means
girl,
unity.
and water
After your
girl.
adventure in the Night
It's a
Kingdom,
good combination.
I trust you've come to fully understand the meaning of that name.
So in other words, you always knew who the Wayab were going to pick from each tribe?
Yes.
She's like,
According
oh
to the
yeah, it's
plan,
all
each
according to
tribe was supposed to have
Keikaku.
been fully restored by the time I awoke. But something went wrong along the way. The 6 heroes successfully inherited the ancient names from 500 years ago, but the intel regarding the plan wasn't passed on
Was that a
to them.
typo?
Once again, it comes down to the deterioration of the Night Kingdom. Communication between the Sacred Flame and the Wayab has been blocked.
Just like how the Ode of Resurrection failed to bring Kachina back.
Exactly. It's just another tactic
Yeah, it said
the Abyss is
along
using
the way,
against us.
but it was spelled
The Abyss
along
may
the
not
way.
possess
Or maybe I was just
intelligence,
imagining
but its
things.
methods certainly aren't easy to counter.
Maybe I am
If we
just
want to unblock that information from being passed on, my presence alone isn't enough. The ancient name bearer must establish a greater connection to their name. So, I've tried my best to help them from the sidelines. Currently, Shilonen of the Children of Echoes, Kinich of the Scions of the Canopy, and Iansan of the Collective of Plenty have all been acknowledged by their names.
Okay,
During
cool.
your adventure, you too earned the acknowledgement of your Wayab Mualani. In the process, you gained the memories stored within your name.
So that just leaves 2 people left. Easy.
But we have less than a year.
Yes, but we have no choice. We cannot start the plan until all the heroes have been gathered.
So who
That's
are
also
we
why I
missing?
haven't been able to take action despite the urgency of the situation.
But if you knew this whole time, why didn't you just tell me about my role in all this? Wouldn't that make everything go a lot faster?
Perhaps, but the opposite could also be true. Knowing your destiny too early could mean failing to realize your full potential.
Yeah,
Just
one of
like
those
your determination to
self-fulfilling
save Kachina,
prophecies.
I hope your commitment to this endeavor comes from your own strength of will, rather than a sense
Just
of
being like,
obligation.
oh yeah, I'm the chosen one.
So
I can't
suppose you're
fail.
not going to tell
Fails.
us who the final 2 heroes are then.
That's right. Their time is yet to come. Putting pressure on them beforehand will only hinder their development.
But what if they don't make it in
I
time?
can only trust in the judgment of the Wayab. I have never believed I could solve this crisis alone. In fact, it was precisely because I chose to trust and rely on others that we managed to
Yeah,
get
we
this
want to avoid
far.
an Audrey situation.
Natlan's salvation lies not in its Archon or any singular individual, but in us all.
Does that mean
You're quite perceptive, aren't you? I thought I might get away with avoiding the topic.
Huh? Oh, right!
Yeah, it's still
All the
Mark's
stuff
fault
you
somehow.
stored here before. Where did it all go?
Even though I sacrificed my power, I still needed a contingency plan to ensure you would make it back from the Night Kingdom. After all, I was the one who allowed you to take that risk, and Mualani has an important role to play in my plan.
Oh,
in
really?
addition to their sentimental value, the items I stored here held a much more important purpose. Fuel.
She set all her shit on fire to save us! Holy shit!
So back then, that's why you...
Yes.
Like,
The
she's like, yeah, I'm
stories
just gonna set
embodied by
everything on
those items
fire.
are certainly important, but there's an even more significant trait they all share. Every item belonged to a hero of Natlan.
Like,
Over
that's how she
time,
was able
they
to be so
became imbued
powerful.
with a certain amount of contending fire from being carried in battle. On their own, each item's power is limited, but together, their combined effect can prove quite useful in a dire situation.
But you used
By
it all
burning
up,
those
so
items, I was able to
that was
activate
kind of
the
it.
contending fire stored within them to open the boundary between the 2 worlds. It was a rather crude approach, so all their power was depleted in an instant, as you can see.
But weren't they all precious treasures? What about their stories?
yeah, it's like they're gone forever now.
That's exactly why I dragged you all here. No matter what, I never wanted the Pyro Archon to have to use that power. Oh, I'm so sorry.
You have nothing to be sorry for. You all deserve my thanks, actually. If you hadn't saved the totem pole, that area of the Night Kingdom would have been forever lost to the Abyss. And then, it would only be a matter of time before the Children of Echoes was met with disaster. Besides, when those heroes entrusted their belongings to me, or the Pyro Archon of their time, it was out of a desire to contribute to Natlan's survival.
I mean, it
If they
saved
knew
us, so
those
it was
items
totally
helped
worth
save
it.
the present-day heroes of Natlan, they would not mourn their loss.
Even when you put it that way, I still feel bad.
There's no need. Remember what I told you about time? The people and the events of the past are never truly lost to us. We simply carry them with us in a different form. In that sense, we didn't lose anything at all.
Yeah, this was basically Plan
If
B.
you still have regrets, let them fuel your resolve in the
It's
battles
like,
to
oh,
come.
they're stuck.
Your
I'll
deeds
just
will
have to
become
ground
new
pound them
legends
out.
and nurture new forms of power just like the items once stored here.
Well, we'd still like to return the favor.
Well, if that's the case, just treat me to a drink sometime.
Hell yeah, let's go now.
Now that Kachina has returned, we can finally hold the victory feast and celebrate your team's triumph in the Night Warden Wars. And we could all use the rest, that's for sure.
Yeah, that's why she sent
Plus,
us to try
you'll
and
be
do
able
it. The
to
problem
silence
is we ran
everyone
out
who
of
doubted you
time.
once and for
Like,
all,
we were literally
Kachina.
off by a second. So it was like,
now
alright,
that
they
I know the
weren't able
danger
to
we're
get out. I have to bust them
Having a
out.
victory feast doesn't feel right.
Try not to let it get to you. It's important to stay calm. Worrying about it
So
will
it's like,
only affect
yeah,
your
actually,
judgment.
funny enough, we did actually fuck up for once.
You should head out. I'll join you in a bit.
Is she Ippy? Oh, is she dreaming? What is she doing? Where is she? Fire!
When I was young, I used to sit by the hot springs and listen to the stories of warriors from all over Natland. They attract people from all walks of life. Friends
Like,
come
hey, you're
easy
supposed
here,
to be
no matter
dead.
what tribe you're from. The
What's your
people of
ghost
the
doing
springs
here?
never claim the hot springs as their own private property. They are there to bring all hot spring buddies together. It's been really nice seeing the children of my tribe get older. It's helped me gradually understand.
Are
the
those
true
CDs?
value
Does she
of
have
the
like a
springs.
CD rack?
I've witnessed their energy, their determination.
Like, what kind of tunes
their
is she listening to?
absolute passion for life.
You think she'd be in the
Even
rock?
when they cause trouble,
I think she'd
never
like
managed
rock.
to hold on to my anger for long. It's unbelievable how quickly they worm their way back into my good graces. I'm certain Mualani will become a great warrior when she grows up. She possesses infinite potential. I can see it. One day, when I'm no longer in fighting form, I'll come here and tell stories to all the children, just like those warriors did for me.
Yeah, tell them all the cool stories.
So, you better get busy, Pyro Archon, or I'll end up running out of stories.
Bye. What's that all about? She gotta walk down them ley lines? Making her way downtown, walking past faces of the past, coming home down.
Our nation is engulfed in darkness. Our tribes stand divided, and yet you promise victory in the distant future.
Hey, she's trying.
Abyss is a cunning enemy, one that I faced in battle many times. Were that not the case, I would never understand exercising this degree of caution. My rage will never know absolution, and my power will no longer aid you in victory.
Hey, come on, don't be like that.
But you came to me
They need
because
help.
you knew you could convince me with just a single sentence. I understand your choice. The heroes of today will forge the path ahead with blood and fire. Just remember to earn us the victory we are owed.
Fist bump?
Otherwise, rest assured, I'll find a way to collect the debt.
She's not even saying anything. She's just giving him a fist bump.
For Natlan.
Another one. She's taking a trip down memory lane. That's how she get up to the fire, I guess.
So, you're gonna head
Oh, look,
500
tacos.
years in the future to serve as the Pyro Archon again? But what about the you from right now? You're just gonna die?
Oh.
You can't ask her those questions and expect her to answer, my dear.
The decision is hers to make, and she deserves our support.
Yeah, so that's kind of what she meant. It's like, yeah, I
can to rebuild the
had to leave my family behind 500 years ago. So they're all dead.
We will all do our part to fight for Natlan's future.
The little girl's the sister, the big lady's the mom.
Mom's right. We'll always believe in you, sis. Oh, seriously though, Dad should be here. Where is he?
Yeah, fiery moto kawaii.
I imagine he didn't know what to say, so he chose not to come at all. Don't take it to heart, my dear. That's just who he is. Just remember, no matter what happens in the future, we will always love you.
Bye. Well, I guess that's what she meant by the time travel, being like, yeah, I just shot myself 500 years into the future. So I could be here.
I know I can't live that long, but I'll think of something. There has to be a way for us to meet again one day. If there's an answer out there somewhere, I'm gonna find it.
Yeah, you do that.
So, don't forget about me.
Who could forget a good excuse you?
If that's your decision, then you have my full support, Archon.
May our children live to see such a lovely son.
For Natlan!
No one fights alone.
Together! Let's go! Teamwork! Generations!
The rules are my legacy. They shall grant us the strength to overcome the next tragedy.
War forged the 6 tribes, taught us how to fight, instilled in us what it means to love.
Who will be the one to bring this to an end?
We'll do it. It's like, we will be the ones to help stop the prophecy.
We are the inheritors of memory and legend. Those who grew alongside sun and wind. Those who forged our own destiny and future. That is Natlan's fire. The lifeblood of our nation.
Well, we just gotta make sure it doesn't burn out. It probably will, but we'll try to make it not happen. Okay, well, food time! Food, 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 food! Food, 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 food! Foodie, food, 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 food! Is there a faster way to do this? There is, isn't there? I'm like, wait a minute, there's a faster way to do this. Because otherwise it was just going to make me circle around the whole thing just to get to this part, and yeah, we don't need to do that.
Hey, Koichi! You here for the victory feast too?
Oh, no. I knew Chaska would be here, so I just came to deliver some medicine. I was about to leave, actually. It's not that I don't want to celebrate Kachina and the others. I'm so glad she made it back. It's just... well, I'll make things awkward if I'm around my sister right now.
Ah, well, you two had a fight, so Paimon can understand.
She didn't cause any trouble during your trip, right?
Of course not.
Yeah, she was super helpful. She gave us a lot of useful information about the Abyss.
That's good. That's all I needed to know.
Is there a reason you asked? You were pretty outspoken when we first met, but now it's like you're holding something back.
You could tell us anything.
Maybe it seemed unreasonable, picking that fight with her before you left, but I did it for a reason. Her impulse to fight is extremely strong. Her mental strength helps her rein it in, but she still loses control sometimes. I had no idea what you might face in the Night Kingdom, so I didn't want to take any chances.
So what you're saying is...
You deliberately provoked her, so she'd take that impulse out on you?
Okay, so maybe it sounds a little stupid, but it works pretty well. It helps her keep her cool for a little while, at least. Anyway,
I guess.
I'm just glad you were able to make it back safe and sound. That's all I wanted.
But do you really have to go that far? Can't you just talk it out?
No.
No way. Chaska never opens up about her own pain, especially to her family. She can't learn about this, or it'll be even harder to help her.
I respect your decision, thanks.
I appreciate the understanding, and don't worry. I'll find a way to help her ease this burden. Anyway, I need to get going. Enjoy the celebration. Oh, and
we
if you
will.
ever need a doctor, you know who to find.
Who would have thought there was a deeper reason behind their arguing?
They're trying to look out for each other in their own way.
In the end, it's all the Abyss's fault. Paimon's had enough of
Yeah, it's the Abyss's fault. Absolutely. That's the main thing here. It's all the Abyss's fault. Yeah, dance time. Break it down. Go, shorty. It's your birthday. You're gonna party like it's your birthday. Go, shorty. Yeah, exactly. The important thing is saving all the cutie
Huge round
patooties.
of applause to our brave young warrior, Kachina!
Woo! Break down!
Done, Kachina?
Thank you, everyone. I'm so glad I finally made it.
I always knew you could do it. With so much potential at your age, you have a great future ahead of you.
You're one to talk. Don't think I didn't know you were the first person to abandon your team. I'll be dealing with you when we get back.
Whoops.
I had no choice.
Oops.
My friend invited me. I couldn't just say no.
Oh, really? So you weren't just trying to get ahead in the first round?
I wasn't, I swear. I just happened to find
Domo
that bear
Dollar,
injured in the
welcome. I'm
wild,
doing
so I
well. How
stopped
you
to bandage his
doing?
wounds.
As you can see, I am doing the Genshins. We saved the little baby bunny
When
girl,
he insisted
and
on repaying
everything's
the
all
favor,
daisho
what was I
boo.
supposed to do? I'm just one person.
How you
I
doing?
figured Kachina would have no trouble replacing me.
But the fact of the matter is that after your departure, everyone else started thinking about swapping teams too.
I'm really sorry, Kachina. It was wrong of us to abandon you like that.
You're alright? Well, that's good.
It's amazing that you still made it all the way through to the Night Warden Wars.
So,
Oops.
what about you guys? Did you make it far?
Our team captain drank too much the night before the competition and turned up late to the stadium on the day. We got disqualified.
Sucks to be you.
Serves you all right. No sympathy from me.
Alright. There's no need to be like that, Uncle Pakal.
Yeah, go back to breakdancing. You were pretty good at that.
I'd like to say a few words.
Or we can have a speech. That works too, I guess.
And our great Archon for helping to bring me back. This traveler and his companion Paimon are some of the strongest people I've ever met. If they were allowed to participate in the pilgrimage, I have no doubt that they'd win the whole thing.
Oh yeah, we totally would. It wouldn't be an issue at all whatsoever.
With their help, I believe I can become even
It's like we just one-shot everybody, and that would be that.
my good friends, Moalani, Chaska, Kanich, and Ayan-san. They all helped the Traveler and Paimon figure out a way to bring me back from the Night Kingdom. They too deserve to be called our heroes, so please give another round of applause for them. Thank you so much.
Yeah, woohoo, go us! Yay!
I'll drink to that.
Drink!
How does
Chug,
it feel
chug,
being a hero,
chug.
Kachina?
Baby Banyoy!
It's a bit overwhelming. It all just feels so surreal. Well, you better get used to it. Next up, undefeated champion!
That way I'll become a champion, coach.
Hey, please don't make fun of me.
Alright, let's sit down with the pretty lady. Let's
You're
treat
here.
the lady to a
Have
drink.
some fruit juice. I got it specially for you two.
I was supposed to buy you a drink. But thank
look like
you.
Still got questions. Ask away.
Isn't your plan a little convoluted? Why didn't you get the heroes of the past to join you in this age?
Because they had their own lives to live. The thought of telling them, abandon your families and everyone you love, and come with me to the end of time, for in 500 years Natlan will be destroyed, it seemed too cruel.
Okay, I guess that makes sense.
Easily point out that
she's like, yeah, I
can
can abandon my family, but have other people do it? Nah.
And beyond a point, it just doesn't seem real. Imagine if I said, let's leave right now and go save the sun because it'll flame out in a few million years. It would sound quite ridiculous.
Yeah, you got a point there, but 500 is a little more tangible than a few million.
Every generation will have its heroes, this one included. The plan could still work without them. Or, of course, without me. But since I was the one who came up with the plan, I felt duty-bound to see it through to the end.
I'm suddenly remembering that portrait in your room. Was that your family from back then?
Yes, it was. So when you asked me who my sister grew up to be, the truth is that very little information survives. From what I've been able to piece together, I can conclude with a reasonable degree of confidence that she ended up as an architect and artist.
I mean,
She
yeah,
played
probably.
an instrumental role in rebuilding the scions of the Canopy tribe, designing and building many houses. But of course, none of her buildings are around anymore.
Yeah, it's kind of the problem with 500 years passing is that, you know,
achievement,
things
and I'm very
don't
proud
get
of her.
left behind very much. So that's a life you had to leave behind.
You feel loss keenly. It seems to stir up feelings of regret in you. But this is something I have long since come to terms with. This is a war, and there can be no war without loss. I am already far more fortunate than those who lost their lives to the Abyss. The people of Natlan look to me as their Archon, and the weight of their expectations is mine to bear. I must see our fate through to the very end, no matter what I may find there.
That's actually what I wanted to ask. If you're already aware of fate...
Yeah, doesn't that mean the way everything ends has already been written, including your plan?
I suppose, but so what? Don't forget, time takes many forms. The past, present, and future coexist, and all are equally important. Even if the future ends in destruction, there's still no reason to give up on the here and now.
You can still change it.
Because we humans cannot know our fate.
You can still
that we
write
will never
it.
Give up on our struggle. This is a pivotal moment. We are still 2 heroes short. Well, 3 to be precise. There's one further hero who I'm hoping to get on my side. Whatever it takes.
Surely you don't mean me.
Your resistance to the corrupting power of the Abyss is truly remarkable. It would easily make you an all-important figure in the upcoming battle. If you agree to join us, you will not only gain my full support in your journey, but I will also forge a brand new ancient name for you.
Oh boy, a new name!
Names can be forged?
They can. Several strict conditions must be met, but if they couldn't be forged at all, then the number of them in circulation would have long dwindled to 0.
Yeah, you gotta
Possessing ancient
reuse,
names will mean
recycle,
that
rebuild, you
your
know.
adventures in Natlan are recorded in full. Your stories will be remembered by our people for all the years to come. The Ode of Resurrection may have
Yeah, it's like you
temporarily
gotta
lost
keep
its
making
power, but
more,
still,
or they're gonna run
take
out.
This is my personal guarantee that I shall never let you fall. Just like in the Night Kingdom, I will be there for you. That is a promise I will fulfill at all costs. This nation always honors its heroes.
You don't have to promise me anything. I just want to help out the people.
Yeah, we can't just ignore the situation here.
Wonderful. Then I'll reach out to Shilonen right away. She's the one who will forge the name.
Ooh,
We've
that's
never
the
forged
tiger
an ancient name
lady!
for an Outlander before, but
We're gonna
I
meet the
trust you'll find
tiger
a way.
lady! Or not. Damn it. It's already over. No, I wanted to meet the tiger lady. No! Oh well.
We've received word that the Pyro Archon has lost much of her power. Although your injury complicates things, this is most certainly the opportune time to seize the Gnosis.
Victory and defeat are rules, not outcomes. I have never taken advantage of an opponent in a time of weakness, and I don't intend to start now.
In other words, I'm gonna wait until the next update.
As for you, I must confess, I did not expect that little trick of yours to save the day.
No matter how dense the fog, as long as the sun remains, we cannot turn day into night. She could have dispelled it. She simply chose not to. You don't have much time, and you're injured on top of that. What do you plan to do next?
I'm beginning to see just how useful you may turn out to be. You heard something from here, didn't you?
Maybe. But we're not gonna know until the next part comes out. It's like 6 weeks. Darn. Like, well, I did it. Give me my primos, okay, thanks. Like, let's see here. Get all my free shit. Yeah, I know there's like world stuff. Let me see. How long would it take me to do one of these acts? I just want to make sure if I do start it, I'm not like... Those searching for mysterious land. I'm not seeing anything. Because it's like, obviously, we still have time. It looks like it might take a while. Or maybe not. I don't know. You know what? We could just go to it. See what happens. Oh wait, it's like over there, and it's like... Maybe that was the wrong way to go about it. I was just going with whatever was closest, but... It's like, I can't swim anymore. We're not in Fontaine. Like, hello? I see alpacas. Hello? I'm here. Where is it? Okay, here we go. I thought maybe it had something to do with the hut.
Amazing view! And we can even see some Kohosaurs here and there. Hey, why don't we try to get a picture with one or two of them in the wild?
But what if they try to bite us?
They're so cute. They probably won't do that. Right?
Baby.
Huh? What's happening over there?
Help! Somebody help us!
Oh no.
Wild Kohosaurs are actually biting people.
It's time for us to save the day again.
Those two are in trouble. The legendary traveler and his trusty sidekick Paimon will not stand by idly.
Let's go! And they're still across the water!
Get back!
Don't panic! Just hang in there!
I got you!
Someone's coming. Please help us!
What's going on? Things. It's like I finished the Archon quest, so I'm beating these things up right now. Because I can.
Settle down.
It's like, why not? Why shouldn't I beat up these guys?
Judging from your clothes, you must be scholars from Sumeru, right?
Yes, I'm Karya, and this is my senior Varamdra. Thank you so much for saving us. That was a little too close.
Yeah, got him.
Don't mention it. Handling these sort of things is practically second nature to us by now. Paimon is Paimon and...
Still, it seems that all the Kaholosaurs just ran off. We need to capture at least one alive.
They nearly killed you. I don't know if you want to capture them right now the way you
Correct.
are.
Say, I can see you are very skilled at dealing with them. Do you think you could use me as live bait to help us capture one? I will pay you for the efforts.
well...
Apologies. Varamdra has been hyper-focused on his research. So please, don't be too hard on him.
Oh, no worries. But why did you approach a whole group of wild Kaholosaurs, and what's this talk about capturing them?
Don't tell me you want to get a picture with them, too.
Paimon's pretty sure that's
We
not
get some
what they're
pics.
trying to do.
I'm sure we must look very silly. The fact of the matter is that we're searching for a mysterious island from a certain legend. It's said that a very important clue about the island can be found on Kaholosaurs, so approaching them without the help of a guide from the people of the Springs was certainly an unwise choice on our part.
A mysterious island?
Yes. There is a legend from the people of the Springs that mentions a mysterious island, and Varamdra believes the key to his research can be found there.
Are you certain you two won't consider my proposal to capture one?
Some proposal? There's no way we'd be willing to use a person as live bait.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like...
I suppose discussing it any further
No,
would
we
just
will
be a
not
waste
use
of
people
time.
as the live bait.
I must come up with another solution.
Varamdra.
Oh, all right. You did rescue Karya and I just now, and I suppose I should express some gratitude. Thank you very much.
A little awkward, but Paimon will take it.
We should move on, Karya.
Yes, thank you again. My apologies. Varamdra really doesn't have the best people skills.
That's all right. Bye now.
You're welcome. Try not to get eaten again.
You really don't see a pair of adventurers like those two every day. But anyway, Paimon's really curious about that mysterious island that lady just mentioned.
You want to find the island too?
Yeah, who knows? There might be treasure. After all, the amazing places we've explored during our adventures, finding some mysterious island should be a walk in the park for us.
But we don't have any info.
Oh, you're right. The lady mentioned that the mysterious island is related to a legend of the people of the Springs. So maybe we can start by asking some of them about time's ticking. Let's get started. But the real question is, who should we ask?
Can we just talk to the chief?
That's an idea. If anyone, the chief of the tribe should know the details.
But yeah, that seems... like, that was a short act. Okay. Weird, but whatever. I'll go get that waypoint over there. Like, hello? We are doing an investigations. It's weird how it's labeled like that. What's focused experience mode? Enable focus it. Oh, it just lets priority. Hello? Hello, Shark Girl.
Someone looking for me. Oh, why if it isn't the traveler and his companion. So what brings you here? Do you need help with anything?
Yeah, about
We
that.
want to visit the mysterious island. A mysterious island, huh? Is there something wrong? I'm assuming you two are already aware that this island is related to a legend of my people.
Yeah, but now that you mention it, we don't know anything about the actual legend yet.
Then allow me to explain it to you two. It is said that the first chief of the people of the Springs was the most outstanding guide in all of Natlan. He discovered many deserted domains and found countless treasures. But to prove himself once more, he embarked on yet another journey in search of a legendary, mysterious island. He endured many hardships along the way, but he persevered and managed to reach the destination.
Is this the Iliad?
The island emits a golden light where countless treasures are buried. But instead of claiming the treasures for himself, he left behind a trail of clues that lead to the island.
Oh, so it's the
Since
One
then,
Piece.
Many people from later generations have undertaken the challenge of finding the island. After all, to find the island is to find riches and glory.
Oh, that makes sense. So could you tell us how to get to that island?
Yeah, it's like, where do we go? Give us a sign.
Oh, Paimon gets it. This is like a big secret for the people of the spring, so you can't just tell anyone, right?
On the contrary, it's quite the
Yeah, it's the
opposite.
baby shark girl.
The
Sadly,
legend
she
and the
has no
clues
fangs
needed
or
to find
teeth.
the island are all
But she
already
got a cool
known to the
hat.
public.
Oh. Well, then what's the problem?
Well, I'm willing to answer your question in exchange for a favor. What do you think?
Sure thing. But what do you need us to do?
Then you have my thanks. Allow me to tell you some detail. I'll be honest. There are some among the tribe who are of rather base character. Not long ago, I received a report that a few of them were working together to scam visitors.
Oh
As
no, not the
chief of the tribe,
scammers.
I was
Stinky.
very ashamed to hear of this.
It's really hard to believe that could happen.
They are targeting tourists who wish to visit that island. According to my sources, they would trick tourists into believing they are trustworthy guides before luring the tourists into spending a fortune for the sake of reaching the island. They run a pretty sophisticated operation. They would always claim the scammed money as some kind of legal travel expenditure, so it's hard to use that to directly convict them. So, I was hoping to find someone who could approach them and pretend to get scammed.
Yeah, just
Doing
pretend to be
so would allow
scammed.
us to
As a
gather the
joke.
evidence required to bring them to
Bait
justice.
'em. Be like one of
Problem
those YouTubers that pretends to go along with
associated
scam
me,
calls, and
which is why I
but they're
haven't
like,
been able to carry out the plan yet.
lol JK.
We're
Just
the
wasting their
perfect
time.
date because we're both tourists.
Exactly. And as far as I know, you two are no pushovers. No matter what nefarious schemes they may come up with, you'll be perfectly capable of protecting yourselves, right?
You betcha. If it's just a few scammers we're talking about, he'll take them all down.
Wonderful. Then here.
Ooh, bag.
Whoa, that's a lot of Mora. Did we already earn a bonus?
There will be plenty of rewards if you manage to catch those scoundrels. This Mora, however, is for other purposes. I'm sure some spending will be required on your part before they lower their guard. I certainly wouldn't expect you to pay out of your own, so please use the Mora as needed and collect as much evidence as possible.
So bribe people, got it.
Seems like you've already thought of everything. Okay, we'll take it from here.
I've marked the location of the scammers on your map. I'll leave the rest to you.
Alright, let's go hunt down those scammers. Let's go! Yeah, it's not robbery. We're lubricating the gears of society by giving them money.
This should be the place. Now let's see if anyone around here looks like a scammer.
Paimon.
Oh, right. We should pretend we are innocent tourists with no idea about what's going on. But how should we lure those scammers out?
Maybe talk about the mysterious islands?
Good idea. Speaking of which,
Be like, oh, I sure wish I know about the mysterious island. I'd pay a lot of money for it.
anyone's ever really seen them before.
Ah! Are you two visitors from afar looking to visit the mysterious island?
Yes, I have so much money I could spend to find this island.
Lured him out already.
Don't forget your roll.
Oh, pardon. Is something the matter?
I just happened to overhear you two talking about the mysterious island. I assume you two must be tourists, brought here by the legend and looking for the island. Am I right?
Hello, Paimon is Paimon, and this is the Traveler. That's right. We were just getting ready to look for that island from the legend.
In that case, as a qualified guide, I certainly cannot allow you to embark on such a dangerous journey. As the legend says, if you can manage to reach the mysterious island, riches and glory will be yours for the taking.
Yeah,
Be that as it
treasure.
may,
Who doesn't love
the journey to the
treasure?
island is full of untold perils and dangers. It would be nigh impossible for any average person to reach the island. But you are in luck. Allow me to tell you the purpose of our services. It just so happens that our mission as guides is to help visitors avoid danger, find shortcuts, and successfully reach their destination.
Wow, that sounds so cool. How do I sign up? So this was all a pitch?
Please, there's no need to worry. This was just one point I had to make perfectly clear. Although the legend and the clues to finding the island are known to everyone, the leads left behind by our ancestors are as enigmatic as riddles found on a lost treasure map. Only guides bestowed with the legacy of our ancestors can correctly decipher the clues. Tourists who rashly embark on their own often wind up lost and encounter unnecessary dangers.
Unnecessary, huh?
He actually sounds pretty convincing.
But it seems like fate has brought us together. So, what say you to having me?
So how much will you charge us?
Yeah, how much money?
Not to worry. I don't intend to charge any fees.
Oh,
So
really?
you'd be working for free?
What's the catch?
For us, people of the Springs, guiding guests to the mysterious island is a great honor in and of itself, worth more than any amount of mora.
Smooth. Paimon almost wants to believe him.
This is all part of his sales pitch.
All right, thank you. Then please, guide us.
Of course. Please, follow me.
Like, alright, when you get to the part where you try and mug us. Alright, he wants us to go all the way over there. That might technically be closer. Yeah, posture's all good, probably. It's weird how these type of quests are pink. It's like, I'm used to it being either blue or yellow, but now we got pink.
Are you two here to take pictures with the Koholosaurs?
Really? Can we?
Can we?
Ahem. Huh? Oh, you two must be here to seek insight from Atta, right?
Maybe.
Atta? Insight?
Shh, not so loud. Openly saying their name in such a manner will only cause them to loathe you.
I apologize for not explaining earlier. As you can see, Atta is the elder Koholosaur. My senior here is responsible to serve. Atta is highly respected among the tribe and is far more knowledgeable than other Koholosaurs. They say that Atta has actually visited the mysterious island before. Therefore, we must rely on Atta's insight to know how to get there.
Really?
Okay.
But how do we do that? Can a Koholosaurus elder talk?
It's like, clap your hands if you
need only
believe
slowly
in it
approach
talking.
Once Atta has confirmed your scent, they will provide their wise insight. In the language of the Koholosaurs, of course. But no need to worry. The ability to interpret this language is one of the basic skills required of a guide from the people of the Springs. I can understand Atta's instructions and will lead you on the journey ahead.
All right, then let's give it a try.
That'll be 10,000 mora per person.
No problem. It's like, I have the money.
In order for Atta to give us insight, they must recall their past, which can be extremely taxing for a Koholosaur. Costs to maintain their health can be quite high, you know.
I'm sorry. Such expenses may arise in the process of finding our way, but as long as we reach the mysterious island, these costs will be quite trivial in the end.
There you have it. Paimon knew there was no such thing as a free lunch.
Just pay up.
Oh, Paimon has an idea. She bets they've just made up all that stuff about the talking Kaholosaur. But if we can get a receipt, that'll be proof that they're scamming tourists.
There you go,
With
big
that
brain.
Kind of evidence, there'll be no doubt they're guilty.
What's taking them so long? Well, what do you say? I'll even throw in a group photo of you two with Atta. You won't ever find another deal like this.
Oh, that's an unexpected bonus. Quick, let's pay the man.
Whatever makes you happy. Ah, darn it.
Whoa, Atta really
I'm
didn't
fine,
try
just
to bite
rock
us
pipe, just
off.
enjoy the cutscenes
You
while I
can
choke.
also pose now if you'd like a photo together.
Alright, thanks for stopping by, Mechagodzilla. You rest well. I was hydrating. I got water in the wrong pipe.
Oh, Atta is already speaking? Let me listen to what they have to say. Oh.
Well, I think I'm better now.
I see.
Could you really get anything from that noise?
Of course. Like I said, only a guide like me can understand their language. Let's follow Atta's instructions and proceed to the next area.
I don't
Here's
even
your
know where
group photo.
Taffy is.
I even packaged it up for free.
Any chance we could get a receipt for that?
No problem at all. Here you go.
Please, come with me.
I'll be
We
fine.
still have a lot of the chief's more to use. Why don't we keep up the act and gather some more evidence?
Good idea.
Paimon's curious what other tricks these scammers are using.
Under Kalu's guidance, you gain one clue after another while forking over more left and right.
These guys are going way too far. He keeps coming up with some far-fetched reasons to make us pay for everything. With all the evidence we have now, we could bring him straight to the chief and he'd definitely be convicted. But after handing over all that Mora, Paimon kinda wants to see if he'll actually take us to the island or not.
It wouldn't hurt.
Sorry to keep you waiting. After all the clues we've gathered, I've managed to find a shortcut to the...
Oh, alright, then let's...
Yeah, let's go! Island! Right over this way, I might as well just walk. Yeah, I'm hydrating. Like I said, I got wrong water in the pipe. That's why I'm coughing. I'll live.
This is the spot. The trails of sunlight will guide the way. Once you cross the rushing water, the light of the setting sun shall reveal everything. Atta's insights have already pointed us to the destination. It's just on the opposite bank.
You mean, we're almost there? Huh. But there wasn't even anything exciting about this journey.
As I said before, this is a shortcut. If I took you on some arduous path after all the Mora you spent, that wouldn't make me look like a good guide, don't you think? Anyway, there's no time to lose. We need to get there before sunset.
Like, alright, whatever you say, Hat Man. What's this? Jet Set Eddies. It's like a lot of tutorials as per usual.
According to Atta's insights, this is the place. We're here.
You mean the mysterious island?
Yes, I've led you to the island just as I promised, which means it's time for me to say goodbye.
Hold on! Are you serious?
And this is the part where he scams you. Here we go.
Then what about the treasure? And look at these wooden signs and artificial lights. Even we can tell it's fake.
Yeah, this is a
All
lot
that
of
stuff about
BS.
treasure is just part of the legend. I didn't make any promises about what you'd find. And who says a mysterious island can't look like this?
Huh. Since you seem to have dropped the act, then there's no need for us to continue either.
Yep, time to drop the hat.
By the chief of the people of the Springs to gather evidence of your scamming activities. With these receipts, your scamming days are over.
You sure? Then what's written on those receipts?
Fuck! Paimon didn't read!
Let's see. Huh?
Oh no, worse, they used disappearing ink.
I took you all this way just
God
to buy enough time
damn
for the
it.
handwriting to disappear. Even if you were to go back to the people you paid, you'd only find that they were using fake names, making them impossible to track down. You want to report me for scamming tourists? Then be my guest. I'll just say that I'm being falsely accused. With that
Wow,
settled,
this guy really thought 10 steps ahead.
Now he's trying to get away. Let's go after him.
Yeah, let's kick his ass. Let's go. Kill. Get him, boys.
It's the chief.
What's the chief doing here?
I had dispatched others to secretly trail you. Thanks to you, we can finally convict him of scamming people.
Convict me? How? They don't have any evidence against me. Even as the chief, you can't just level accusations without any evidence, right?
Sorry to say it, but he got us. We lost all the
Yeah,
evidence
his
we
darn
had.
disappearing ink.
Not to worry. Let's search him first.
Hey, what are you doing? Keep your hands off me! That's my Mora!
Like, not anymore.
Yes, I see the mark. Looks like you already split the Mora before you let them here.
What do you mean?
The Mora that the Traveler and Paimon were using today were all provided by me. They all have a special mark on them.
Ooh, well.
So, there must be an explanation why the Mora that should have been theirs ended up in your hands, right?
You mocked
There are
yourself.
no receipts to prove that any transactions took place, and you yourself just denied that there was a scam. So did you then take the Mora from them by force?
Take Mora from others by force? Oh, that's an even more serious crime than scamming!
You... Ugh. All right. Sure, I admit that I coaxed them into spending a few times, but I wouldn't go as far as calling it
Normally, Spacey is
scamming.
We have witnesses standing right here, you know.
Look at the
Fine.
cute shark girl.
Yes, it was all a scam.
Woohoo! No wonder you're the chief of the tribe!
I still don't understand how so many people have been getting duped by them. You need only stop and think for a moment to see through the whole thing. If he claims to be able to find a shortcut to the mysterious island, then why hasn't he just gone there and claimed the treasure for himself? Why even bother guiding others there?
Yeah, that's actually a good point.
Speaking of, have any guides from the people of the Springs ever found the treasure of the mysterious island?
I can answer this question along with your previous one about how to get there. The answer is actually very simple. There is no shortcut to the island, and most people don't even meet the requirement to ever reach it.
Well, so much for
If
that.
you don't meet this single condition, then even guides from the people of the Springs, despite all of their abilities, will find it difficult to overcome the obstacles along the way. Which is exactly why, even though the clues to the mysterious island are open to the public, few have ever made it there.
There's a requirement? What is it?
Let me ask you something first. What do you think a real journey to the mysterious island should be like?
On a boat?
It should probably involve overcoming a lot of hardships with your companions before witnessing some breathtaking sights, uncovering a really touching story, oh, and scoring some super cool treasure at the end.
Yeah, I love
Therein lies
treasure.
the key
I want
point,
treasure.
Overcoming hardships with your companions.
It's said that when the first chief set out to search for the island, the ones who accompanied him were not clients nor tourists, but his closest friends. The legend also mentioned that only those willing to entrust their lives to one another will be able to reach the island together. Therefore, the requirement to reach the island is journeying with your closest friends, the kind of friends you would trust with your life.
Yeah, no
So
wonder most people
that's the
failed that.
key. From what I can see, you and Paimon are exactly those kinds of friends. The kind that
It's
would
like
trust each other with
having
anything.
friends and
But
trusting them?
unfortunately,
Heaven
neither
forbid.
of you are experienced guides. And if you were to hire someone else, then I'm afraid you could probably never place your lives in the hands of someone you met on a pure monetary basis.
Yeah, that is tough.
True. But don't feel discouraged.
Yeah, they would eat each other in emergency.
Beautiful land that I call my home will not disappoint
Well,
you.
Paimon's already emergency
it's
food,
remote
so there's already a
islands or
level of
ancient
trust
ruins,
there.
I'm sure they can also provide you with plenty of exciting adventures. And let me tell you a secret. The elders once told me that beneath these very ruins lies a way to reach the sky.
Ooh.
Yeah, thanks for that. But knowing us, we don't give up so easily even when a place is supposedly impossible to visit. Oh, I can understand. I won't stop you if you're still interested in finding the island. I just recommend finding a guide first who you could trust with your lives. A guide we could trust with our lives? Oh, who knows when we'll meet someone like that around here?
Maybe it won't take as long as you think.
Oh, we could go find Mulan. It appears you've already made up your minds. Then I'll be taking my leave. My assistants will pay you for all your help. Thanks again. Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Alright, there you have it. We're gonna leave it there for today. And thank you all so much for coming. Let me find someone to raid. Thanks again for any follows and the like. Let me see. Who haven't I raided in a while? There's a lot of people on. Yeah, always enjoy that Baby Benoy content. Yeah, appreciate you all stopping by. Thank you, thank you. I think... I don't think I've rated this person in a while. Maybe. And just make sure... Yeah, they're just getting started, so this is good timing, actually. Alright, good night, everyone. Rest well, eat your vegetables, and, I don't know. Set things on fire. Good night!